Oh, hi, buddies. Look at us. Working on the weekend. Lover boy. That's us. No one works harder than we do.
That is. Oh gosh, have we been
Yeah.
working hard or
What's
what?
going on with your phone?
I dropped it in Montana. It's
Oh,
an absolute nightmare. This
Here,
is now a
turn that
brick
on.
ruining my life.
Turn
Yeah.
so we can
I'm
show
gonna start twitching.
I know. I'm gonna have like 6 seizures.
Oh.
See, that's fine. And then it's like, oh.
Anyway,
sometimes
anyway.
it's, yeah.
Good.
Good. We're here at Pro
I'm working
Skate.
so hard, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
Something like that. You know what? The cool thing is to do is to get out of Marteloup.
Apparently,
That's
people
what
are
I've been
figuring this
I've been
out.
trying for a long time.
You've
All the
done
cool
well.
all the cool kids are doing it. No one wants to go down to Marteloup. Nobody wants to do it. Nobody wants to be in Marteloup. Here at the brand new location of Pro Skate, a Calgary institution.
Since
They
1972.
toss that word around, eh? Legend,
Mhm.
icon,
Institution.
Josh, and Pro Skate.
Yeah.
Legends. Now, this, I recall I've been in this room, I'm sure, before.
I think I know what this
At
room
one
was.
time or another. It looked a lot different back then.
Yes.
I was going to have to, because we were texting last night. Okay, so we're going to
Where's
you're
the-
probably going to go to the old location.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, I
It's like,
was.
well, go to the new location. Oh, okay. Well, what is that? It's at it's 1070 42nd Ave Southeast. Well, I don't know what the hell that means.
And so then what did I say?
He's the old Frank Sissons.
Oh, well, I know
okay,
that.
yeah,
Why did you
yeah.
just say that?
The old Frank Sissons, which is the new professional skate
The
service.
Silver Dollar Casino.
How about it? Yeah, there were some bands back in the day.
Yeah, there's
There was a
stage.
dusty crowd that was
Oh, yeah.
cruising around there.
Yeah,
I don't know if I've ever seen 10-pin lanes as far as the eyes could see, like you could at old Frank Sissons. We used to
Yeah.
smuggle in vodka and Kahlua, and one of the girls would put a 4-liter of milk in and pretend to be pregnant. We'd have
very
Big
nice.
Lebowski
Yes.
days. It was
Yeah.
unbelievable.
yeah, White Russian.
Yeah.
White Russian. One of the things I remember, because it was the Flames at 5 back on the radio station for years. It was all, maybe it's still a thing. I don't know. No one listens anymore.
Nobody's
But it's
listening.
when-
It's overrated.
Kerr was doing it, and you have Peter Marr on every day, and Peter Marr would just kind of slide in, and hey, Rob, I got to tell you about over at Frank Sissons at the Silver Dollar,
Yes.
because he'd always just kind of just a nice little slide in there for his buddy Frank. And I remember, and the only reason is because years later, just want to let you, the Frank Sissons this weekend, they've got, Frank says he's a real honky tonker. Jason Aldean, I think is his name. Jason friggin' Aldean
Wow.
played the Silver Dollar,
I
was
didn't
like
know that.
here somewhere.
Yeah.
He was a real honky tonker,
Well, maybe
according to
we're
Frank.
real honky
Yeah.
tonkers. Maybe this is our launch spot.
So another story, Chris Jericho is in Calgary, and he's on social media showing his old haunts and hangouts. And he literally pulled up to this parking lot and said, now it's been redone, but somewhere in there was the old Stampede
That's right.
Wrestling where the Hearts used to beat the tar out of everyone and teach them how to wrestle. And the owner, Josh, was telling me, like, parts of this space here was probably where the ring
Oh, for
was.
sure.
So yeah,
the
you're
Rock
steeped
used
in
to train
history.
here then.
Yeah, but look how new it looks. How
Yeah.
could you tell?
It's not the Stu Hart dungeon.
No, it
they
sure
would
isn't.
they would do some shows out of this building if this building could talk.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? It looks nothing like that anymore. There's no booze or cigarette smoke. This is awesome. It's brand new today. August the 10th is their grand opening. They literally have just opened the doors. I said to Josh, are you giving away gold bars or $100 bills? Because they were lined up down the street. You were saying
Early.
your kid wanted to come.
I woke up. I called you for a ride, and then I got in crap from the shoveler because apparently all the kids want to come.
Right.
Yeah.
Him and all of his buddies are talking about we got to get down there. There's giving away all kinds of stuff. So yeah, I'm in the doghouse again.
It's been open for a while now, but today is official. It's the
Grand
grand opening. We took a little bit of we talk about the line. Take a look here. You'll get an idea of what we're talking
This
about.
is like 20 minutes before the grand opening.
Yeah, this is
Maybe more.
9:30
Yeah.
or so.
I think it's the Pearl Jam.
Seriously.
Again,
remember
I don't know
this
what
camp out?
I don't know what they're doing here today, but they got all kinds of things set up. Obviously, they got some deals and some giveaways. People are very interested in the swag bags, the giveaway bags, and on top of that, you can see it. It's a huge room, fellas. To
Yeah.
fill this full of gear to where it feels this kind of intimate, there's a lot of stuff in here. Obviously, when it's pro skate, it's the top of the line stuff. If you want it, it's all there. But if you want the elite level, the professional level gear, this is where you find it. And these guys, they had their little kind of
Pep
rah pep talk before. A lot of these guys have been here forever.
Yeah.
Right? They're moving from location to location, but the guys that were here 10, 20 years ago are some of the guys that are still here now, and that's that family that Josh has kind of got going here.
One of the other things that's neat is you could tell we got a lot of guys that played hockey. There was 3 speeches from 3 different guys. Like there wasn't everyone wanted to be the leader.
Pre-game speech.
You're like, okay, yeah,
Never going to take this away from us. We're going to walk like as brothers for the rest of our lives.
It's a game of inches.
So we're going to be here till noon. They're open till 5. The address 1070 42nd Ave Southeast. It is the old Frank Sissons if you're geographically challenged like I am. Some of the we may get some of the because all the vendors, the reps
are here. Yeah. Lot
CCM,
of
Bauer, True, Bryans, Vaughn, Warrior. It's all of the names. They're all here today. They're looking to get you guys into some of their new stuff as well. And yeah, there's some giveaways as well. That looks to be, is that a smoker? Right?
Yeah,
that's a Traeger
Traeger smoker.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Hockey themed Traeger smoker. That would look really
good. It might
with,
smell smoky here after all.
Once Rhett decides where he's going to live on Earth, that would be a great addition, I think.
There's our live cam.
What? We got a live cam?
There it is, our live.
Oh my gosh, look at those idiots.
Because we're not live, but there it is. That's our setup here.
Wow.
At Pro Skate. But it's cool. They got the shooting. We'll have to get Josh on too and talk to him because I didn't even make it to the far back. They've got, it looks like some kind of a,
that's the figure skating area,
like a lounge. Like it's a nice little area for the figure skaters back there. They got the shooting area back there, and what they've always been the best at is the repair, making sure things like sharpenings, but like making sure the skates fit right, making sure the gear fits right. They've got a huge workshop area where they can all go in there and get this get this
go
done.
buy them 3 sizes too big still for the
I don't think they recommend that. Yeah. That's the your kid. How's he doing with the size 13s?
Yeah, they're hard to find.
Yeah.
Well, that's like a size 15 shoe, I'm guessing, if he's a 13
I don't
skate.
even know
That's crazy. So
dumb skates.
Bauer's got a machine over here. You literally stand on it without shoes on, and it sees where the pressure points of your feet are. And then it scans your foot and it recommends what size boot would fit best. So you just go 3 sizes bigger, and then you're going to be good.
Just add 3 sizes. This would be good for your gait.
High tech.
Your calves.
Well, you know what?
Though, as a child,
I was thinking who would be good for is Clark Wilm, and it would say you have 7 toes on each foot.
No,
please take your 4 toes heavy.
The machine's not working. Something's wrong with the machine. There's too many toes.
Head to the skate sharpening area and get down to 5 toes before you return.
What do they call that again? That's the.
Bunions.
That's what it is. Bunions.
And look at this royalty.
We were talking about Peter Marr a minute ago, and the bloodline is here.
Yes.
Jeff Marr, looking good. Is he still doing this?
He's Marr royalty. Yes.
Unbelievable. He has been
He's his own institution.
He is. He's an icon. He is an icon. So if you want to meet Jeff Marr and hear some great stories, then by all means, come on down here. RJ's hair.
Yeah, babies, or is his dad the one?
I think he's an O baby. His dad's the baby.
Yeah. Old man was charging him. Was copyrighted? It's $5 a yeah baby.
That kid is don't call me baby. RJ's here. RJ, good job, buddy. His hair was on fire. Done. He looks good, right?
New flow. Do you see this? New flow. He's off to Disneyland soon. Dude, he's living.
Let's take
get him in here.
People don't know who RJ is.
This is the man, the myth, the legend.
So what do you call that? That's what you call that? The high and terrible?
No, high and terrible would be both sides. You only got the one side there. I don't know what to call that.
I call it the Peaky Blinders.
Peaky Blinders. Oh yeah,
what a show!
Good. Effing Blinders.
And Yasmin as well is here. She's been doing a bunch of work with us on social media.
She's really the only one that does anything worthwhile.
Doing stuff.
When I said we were working hard, it was mostly Yasmin that I was talking to this summer.
Yeah.
She's working hard. We've been setting ourselves.
As we're talking right now, 14 minutes, they've opened the doors. It is already shaken in here.
Yeah, and they're literally like, you have to fill in your ballots and place them what prize you want, what door prize you want to win. So they're really choking it at the door. The line's still like.
I would like the sales guys to have had a little bit of a competition, like who can get the first one out the door.
That's right.
Yeah, the cashier is the only one not working yet. She's being very patient over there.
Also, if you are coming down and you have some used gear.
Oh yeah.
They are collecting gear for kids sport via the Calgary Flames Sports Bank. And they've got the Wood Automotive Group, of course, our good partners over at Village Honda, part of the Wood Automotive Group. They got the bin set up outside, so you can drop your stuff in there and help out a great cause. Our buddies at
It
Kids
might be
Sports.
full if the shoveler shows up.
How
How long do
things-
you hang on to things that you're like, this might be of use? We might,
Ooh,
if someone comes over to skate on the lake, their kids might have smaller feet. So
right. And your boys, how old are they? They're in their mid-teens now. They might want to skate with a 4-year-old, right? They got the double blader.
Yeah.
We sold our stroller last week.
Wow.
And my boys are 9 in September. So
just in case.
I think our wives would get along just great.
Just in case. We better hang on to this.
It's a twin stroller. Yeah.
So how'd you sell that? How'd you go?
Well, I had to go downtown and accept payment from someone coming off the C tray line while surrounded by a couple of homeless fights, illegally parked. It was.
You didn't Kijiji, did you? Or
I think-
Facebook Marketplace?
I think. Had that all lined up and then had me do the dirty.
Yeah, yeah, that's how that
Now,
goes.
when you call me when they say the transfer's through, and then I'll look, and if the money's there, then you get. I'm like, really?
Now you're a goalie dad, right?
Unfortunately, and yeah, I mean, yes, this will be my first year of officially being a goalie dad.
Full on goalie day.
Well, it's hybrid. It's a new thing they're doing now where you play. If you have 2 goalies, you just alternate games.
Better than.
But rather than just sit on the bench and not play, you can skate on the games you're not playing net. So
it's better that way.
yeah, we're gonna do hybrid this year.
He'll soon find out this goaltending is
I've
for the birds.
been finding it out that we started collecting gear in the spring.
The
I've
one-
been here 3 times, I have to say.
Mm-hmm.
The one catch for if you got the kid as a goaltender is as much ice as they could possibly want.
Yep.
That's
If you'll
true.
come out and drop
Yeah.
them off, it's usually free. Love to have you.
We had no interest in the spring hockey team, and all of a sudden it was like, "Can you come play for us?" I'm like, "What?" Okay.
Yeah. Or if you'll just stand in front of pucks at practice,
Yes.
or
Yes, I'd
whatever,
love that,
we'd
yeah.
love to have you. We would love to have you.
Mhm.
Buddy of mine, my buddy Merle, he's got a full-time goalie,
I'll hang on.
and he was in here the other day.
Yeah.
And have you seen the new goalie skates? They're like ski boots.
They are.
You don't
They clap
use
in.
laces. They
Yeah.
snap in now,
Mhm.
like a rollerblade or
Sure. It's totally a different sport. Like you start looking at the gear now, there's almost no similarity.
I did the Flames Alumni Hockey School on Tuesday this week.
Yeah.
And Croner was out there, the big man, and he said he got new gear.
Yeah.
And he can't wear it. It's too light. It's too easy. He's confused by it.
There's no leather straps
Yeah,
everywhere.
like
It's
how do I
Velcro.
cinch this?
Yeah.
Like he's lost.
Yeah, that's amazing.
yeah, or he's
Oh.
just can't get in it anymore.
Both.
Maybe
Yeah,
he
well, how
just
big
got-
did the sizes
You
go?
know what though? For that guy, his flexibility has always been superhuman
For
for
the strength of his.
his
sure.
shape.
Yeah.
It really.
Was it his draft year? He could only push one way.
Golf's in bare feet. You
Yes.
can do the splits
One
one way or both. I'm not really sure.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't remember. Speaking of which, grab that.
Oh yeah.
Grab that here. If you want to, if you are a goalie, we've been talking goalies here.
This Warrior goalie stick.
Come on by and see us again. We are at 1070 42nd Ave Southeast.
Yeah.
It's the brand new location of Pro Skate. We're live here today.
Can I do the trivia? It'd be really mean.
Well, I was just going to say what selection was
Okay.
Brent Cron picked?
Yeah.
I know you will be mean.
Yeah, I would ask
'Cause you're a
total
jerk.
lifetime, but that's okay.
Yeah, you're a jerk. So if
Look at the stick and how it's
I
shaped.
know.
The
Feel like
yeah, it's
up
got
here,
rigid. Look
like
at
it's
how
totally ergonomically designed.
no, it's ergonomic or
Yeah,
something.
it is
Yeah.
totally.
it's come a long way from the Curtis curve. That was big when Andy
Yeah,
Moog
that's
was-
right,
was
that's
the
right.
goalie. But yeah, if
Do you
it's
think
thin,
Billy Smith would like that? Is that good for a good?
Can you sharpen
No,
this at this end
two-hander?
here? I don't know.
yeah, only if you can put
Can you
some razor
sharpen?
blades like Peaky Blinders somewhere on it, and cut a guy open. Yeah, it's too light for Billy. He'd need.
Yeah, he wants a little more weight.
Yeah, he would
Yeah.
definitely
to
need some.
So this is the Warrior. Let's see.
That's right.
RM3 goalie stick. It's like this is. Whew.
And if you
Very
don't get in on this, Pinder will rifle it. and
Yeah, I
steal
can
it for
wait.
his
My kid will eventually be
Yeah, he'll
big
be
enough
the
for this.
go into it.
I have patience.
That's
kind of.
exactly how I thought it was going to go. Yeah, so slide by and don't be shy. Don't
Don't be
afraid.
intimidated by the lineup either.
Yeah.
It's nice out.
Are they staggering people?
They are because everyone has to fill their ballots out. Like the line's still
I see.
way down the block. This is
I
Yeah, I
think
incredible.
it'll
so.
start to.
Yeah, I guess so.
Look at this. Yeah,
It's 10:20.
this is the live cam. We're calling it the live cam.
I love that we've got the. Not that we're not live. I
This
mean,
is-
we're
do you-
live.
Do
But,
you understand how happy this makes RJ? Like this is the
I know.
stuff that he will like wake up in the middle of the night
Yeah.
smiling. Like the dream was so good, I
Yeah.
had to wake up. I
some
couldn't contain
pee, some
myself.
pee just
Yes,
came out for
totally.
RJ.
This is like
yeah.
he had a nightmare about the show, and then he's got the live cam.
It's maybe a little blurry, RJ. No, it's okay. It's
No,
good.
we're good.
We're happy.
Yeah.
We're very happy.
What's the picture's been? Yeah, we're getting our point across. Sorry.
Yeah.
Excellent work.
So when did we last do a show? A couple weeks ago?
Yeah, it's been a lot of you this week. I've seen the YouTubes.
Yeah, I've been slaving away and really grinding.
Nailing it.
Next week's going to be a lot of us, I think.
No,
We did a show last.
That's what I
with
mean.
Marcus Nielsen.
And I've got something where I went and golfed with Kami last summer. We're going to finally spit that out after humming and hawing about what to do with it for 12 months.
Speaking of Commodore, I heard he's down in the heat.
I texted him. I'm like,
Sweating.
are you
and
literally not coming back to Calgary for the summer? He's like, no, yeah. He's got a girl. I think he's moved in.
so Arizona still? Is that his
Scottsdale.
thing?
Yeah.
And I'm like, do you just jump from
114.
AC to AC? He's like, it's horrible. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm like, Mike, like you have the resources. You can catch
You're
a flight home.
Yeah, you're the guy that we look up
Jesus.
to that can just come and go as he
Yes.
pleases.
And now he's owning property. He's staying there in the summer. He's doing this all wrong.
Ay,
Is he,
yeah.
is he growing up? Like, is he maturing, or is that just what's
He's
happening?
very
I think
fearful
he's
of it. Yeah.
Caught.
Yeah.
I think he's just caught.
He's been captured.
Grab that other stick there.
Yeah.
We've got another stick.
So how are we
Speaking
giving
of
that away,
Mike
by the way?
Commodore,
Wow.
if you can tell us how many career games Mike played for the Calgary Flames, you
Regular season playoffs or both?
Without going over.
all in
Oh, all in total. Okay.
regular season playoffs, the grand total
Look
of
at this, eh?
games as a Calgary Flame for Mike Commodore. We will hook you up with this. Hopefully you're a righty.
Another warrior stick, man. These are
I'll
probably-
bet you if you're left.
You can probably talk
probably.
to Josh. He might
yeah, I think so.
put a lefty out.
So this is
there
the
for
GR6, and it's an
Covert.
85 flex. Wow.
ya. GR6 Pro.
It's a senior stick, boys. This is some good stuff right here. Dr. Huck.
That's a nice stage in life too when you go to the pro skate and your kid goes from the youth to the adult.
It's a good one, you're saying?
It's nice. Yeah.
Well, it's a
Same
bit
stuff, more
it's-
expensive?
It
It does one of
seems
these.
Oh,
It goes from here to here.
Look at that
Oh,
skinny
okay.
guy
There
and
we
his
go.
dog.
yeah, they are. No way.
Look at
We got
a young
dogs.
up and comer, an
Yeah.
edge athlete.
We got. Did you see the nice lady just walked in with a big tray of cookies?
Come on.
It's. I mean, you know what?
Family friendly
It's a
event.
carnival-like atmosphere here at
Love
Pro
it.
Skate today. Open
Yes.
till 5, 10, 70, 42nd Ave Southeast, the grand opening of their new location. Because again, Martin Loop stinks.
The old Frank Sissons. You know what? And I feel like poor Martin Loop's getting beat up here. But here's the thing. They had the goalie shop next to the pro skate. And it was like
The
separate.
goalie
they
shop's
just-
connected to the skate shop.
The skate
Skate
shop's
shop's
connected to the
the
figure skate. And so they got it all under one roof. They're not tearing up the roads over here
Yeah,
trying to make Beverly Hills
You can
2.0.
park.
And it's like yeah, you can
Parking.
get parking. And it's all like just because you're a goalie doesn't mean you don't have someone that might want to buy some hockey. It's all under one roof. It's beautiful stuff.
And when you look at this, I had said to Josh earlier, I said, so you guys were a little snug in the old location.
Oh, yeah.
It was because they had the
Stacking.
what size do you need? 8.5. Okay, I'll
Basement,
have to go upstairs, have to go
yeah.
downstairs, have to go and find it. They got the huge skate wall here, the glove wall, sticks galore, goalies are set up
4 floors of goalie pads there.
like you wouldn't believe.
Whew.
It's everything you want. And there's obviously more than just hockey stuff. As you mentioned, there's figure skating and they're expanding into all things. Ice and hockey. They've got ringette gear, referee gear, roller inline hockey,
Mhm.
lifestyle apparel, which has become real big.
Yeah.
Totally.
You wouldn't have. I don't know how it started or when it started. Like Gong Show and that,
Yeah.
and everybody had hats and shirts and everything. So it's a huge business, and they are getting into that full swing as well. So anyway, so yeah, we got 2 sticks. Come on down. We're
So
here till,
come to the table, give us the answer. The 2 questions:
yeah.
What selection was Brent Cron selected by the Calgary Flames? I believe it's the 1999 entry draft.
Yeah.
2001 or 2.
Should probably have the answers.
Well, we that's not the answer.
Yeah.
It was what selection was he drafted, and then the other, how many games total did Mike Commodore play for the Flames? You can't just throw it in the chat. You got to get down here to Pro Skate
That's right.
and earn
Mike.
it. Mike Starkey.
So yeah, so we last did a show. We were talking at that point. We were talking about the Oilers had hired Stan Bowman as their GM.
Oh yes.
Patrick Laine was maybe closer to being traded.
Wow. He's
And we were learning that Leon Draisaitl, this deal was as good as done.
obviously, yeah.
Still waiting. I don't know that it's necessarily not going to happen, but we're a couple weeks down the road and still no word on a Draisaitl.
Leon. 8 more winters? Really? Leon. 8 more winters? No.
Hmm.
No.
Did you see the video? You wouldn't have probably seen it.
I
It
did
was-
see the video. It was
The video came out yesterday of the locker room moments after the final.
Oh, somebody was
buzzer.
telling me.
You could hear Bettman through the walls announcing
Yeah.
the Stanley Cup with the Panthers.
Not since Wayne Gretzky has there been a player with this many assists. Connor McDavid, boo, as you see him heartbroken. It's an interest. I don't know how they got that video.
There's got to be a behind the scenes show coming out soon or something.
You would think if you're one of those guys, and you are,
crying.
let's just you and me talk. Like,
Yeah. Less girls. Earmuffs, right?
like it would suck, right? To lose in
God,
Game
it'd be
7
awful.
of a Cup
Stanley
final.
Cup final. Your dreams since you were like you'd be 5.
You'd be just fucking crushed.
Oh, watch your mouth.
Anyway,
So
that they
there's
would
this
have
video.
a camera
Yeah.
in the room. I would think if I'm in that state, I would be get that camera out of here. I don't need you filming me.
Oh no.
There it is.
Look at this.
I don't need you filming me
Mean
on the worst day of my life.
Now, oddly, this video very well received in the markets of Vancouver and Calgary. Everywhere else, people just think, "Man, that sucks." Whereas there was a lot of "put this in my veins," "hang it in the Louvre," things like that, noted around Calgary and Vancouver.
So I guess that answers the question I was going to have about, does this give you any pause or do you feel anything for the Oilers seeing them in this state?
Did you see Corey Perry there? He's done this 3 times now. in the
At 4?
It's more. It's 4 in the last 5 or whatever
Oh my
it is.
God, he lost to Tampa. He lost with Montreal. He lost with Edmonton this year. And then where was he last year? They must have lost to.
Good
Lord.
Yeah, Tampa Bay, Edmonton, Montreal,
Vegas,
Dallas.
too.
Well, if you wonder if it means anything,
Jeez.
Yeah,
We never really wondered that. But
Zach Hyman with the boys, we're going to be back speech. And
yeah,
right.
I've heard that.
How many
speech.
speeches have
I've
you-
heard that
Yeah.
speech.
Did you give that or did you hear that?
don't
I'm
even
trying to
worry,
remember.
boys.
We'll be back next year, boys.
We're a special
Great
team. We'll be
spot.
back.
Yeah.
Now, Vegas thinks they're going to be back.
Vegas thought they were going to be back. Florida did, and they were. Florida's the first team to lose the final, to get back to the final since, I want to say, Detroit.
No, wait.
was
Detroit
it
didn't
Pittsburgh?
even make it. It was
Pittsburgh.
It was Pittsburgh.
They lost to
lost,
Detroit,
yeah.
and then they got
And then-
back the next year and won.
Yeah.
But, I mean, you also look at that roster, and you're like, who would you pick today over the Oilers? Like, who do you like more? They had some pretty savvy signings. They didn't feel like any blunders, and that's kind of what's handicapped them why they don't have a cup. I feel like it's been the blunders. It's like they've really done a good job with the cap. They've made a lot of UFA mistakes, i.e. Jack Campbell, $5 million to play in the minors, but Vic Arvidsson, that's a nice little
It's a nice
sign.
sign.
Skinner at low money. He's not going to play defense. He never has, but you put him with Draisaitl and that line
Might
can just go
spread
play
it out.
offense. Yeah. They're going to be good again. Like, that's the bottom line. I don't know that I'd pick someone ahead of them. I think Vancouver had a really sneaky good offseason. Vegas will be healthier than they were last year. Dallas, they're just young. Those young guys are going to be a year better. But Colorado, what are they doing? Nichushkin, I don't know. Landeskog, I don't know. They're going to be good, boys. It sucks.
We'll get in.
Leon, 8 more winners. Come on. 8?
No, he doesn't need to do that. That's
idiotic.
egregious. We're going to start. We were talking about earlier. We'll get into the kind of regular routine of barn burner coming up, but it's still August. And then by the time we get to September, it's still not hockey season, but we'll have to kind of refresh our memories on who's gone where and what has happened.
Yeah, the old primer.
Because I do want to try and talk you out of this. I do want to convince you that there is an option better than the Oilers, but I think it all kind of needs to play itself out.
You're talking to Leon, or are you convincing us, the listener, or me?
Just that the Oilers would be the odds-on favorite. I really want to hope and think that there's a
Well, the Florida Panthers
way.
just won. Could they?
They're up there.
still at the
The Vegas odds at old Bet365.
what is it, the Coco Cabana or whatever. They're still
They're still giving her.
pouring booze into people's mouths on the street.
Yeah, they want the Tampa Kucherov drunken bounce back, not the Ovechkin, we want it and never were good again kind of thing.
Ovi's been looking good this summer.
Did you see him play at soccer? Have you ever seen a man play soccer like he plays hockey? You're like, yeah, that's off the left side. There's his power play happy spot, and bang.
He's got some girth.
He does.
He's tick.
But he's always been tick. I'm not
Yeah.
suggesting
Not
this
that
tick.
I
but
don't think it was the same.
That's too.
That's old age tick.
That's yeah.
Metabolism slowing down, tick. Yeah.
Yeah, he's thinking, oh, I'll just start eating salads and get on the bike a couple
it's
weeks
August,
before camp.
sucker,
Well,
right?
it'll come right off.
Then his wife's like, Sasha, this salad has 2 steaks. What are we doing?
And
Sorry.
gummy bears. but for him, he's near 40 now, right?
37, I
The
think.
body starts talking a little different.
What is he, 36, 42 goals, something like that? He's close.
He's
Oh, I
still
mean,
close,
hey,
but I
yeah.
mean, you think back last year, what was he
he
at?
was at like 8 goals in
Yeah,
January.
yeah.
And then all of a sudden,
Peter.
30.
Yeah. Just a smooth, don't worry about me.
Well, they needed to get him away from
Matthew Phillips.
get him away from the barbecue and the grill on the deck. Get him eating team meals for a few months, and then he
Yeah.
started to get back into shape.
What's funny, they lost Baxter.
Look
there
at this
this
fella.
time.
Look at the
big.
look
and
at the
this,
boiler.
just bodying guys, just bodying people. Like he plays hockey, just like off of me now.
Like, I mean, in fairness, that's not a big dude, but
Yeah, he's not really pushing. We're bouncing off him. That's awesome.
Well, he ran more than I have all summer. See right there.
but and there's a furnace face.
yeah.
It's like watching me. It's like I'm, he's a
Oh,
little
dude.
taller, but it's like watching me out there. If I was, good at something, I'm just fat.
And 6'4", 240.
Yeah, there is
That
that.
too.
There is that.
Well, the 6'4" part.
So, gentlemen, it's official. Oliver Kylington is not going to return to the Calgary Flames. He is a member of the Colorado Avalanche
This is true.
on a 1 year, 1 million,
1.05.
1.05. So
Hmm.
it's not term
Nope.
or big money.
But it's also not the money. But he also didn't show loyalty, so he's taking less money and not showing loyalty to get it. I wish him well. I think it's a good fit with Colorado. But when you look back at all the comments and the flirty batty eyes between the club and the player, this just doesn't match that at all. And he left almost $2 million on the table from my digging on this on a 1 year deal.
And we're not throwing anybody. We're not speaking out of school, but it was a 2-year deal.
I had heard that one at close to 3 was probably the latest.
I would have
still.
heard is that he was not looking for a 1 year deal at 1 million.
He thought there was some term out there, and I think he and JP Barry, I believe is his agent, thought that there'd be an opportunity to go get a little more term, and whatever they thought was out there either wasn't, or it just disintegrated with teams addressing their needs elsewhere, and there they were sort of waiting to be courted, not unlike Johnny Gaudreau when he thought he was probably going to Philly or Jersey or something like that, and ends up, well, geez, now that 3 million times 1 or whatever the Flames offered near that, well, they just gave some of that to Jake Bean, and that's kind of the 5-6 role that I was going to play there. And
But
next thing you know, you're 6 weeks into free agency.
This is a story as old as time. Musical chairs. If you want to hold out and you want to wait, you can, but be careful because July 1, July 2, there's a cap.
Yes.
In the NHL, there's a salary cap. Teams can only spend so much money, and teams tend to spend it. And once they're done, they can't spend anymore.
Yeah.
And it's like you say with JP Barry, if that's his
I believe it's JP.
That's a guy he's in tune. Now maybe he thinks he's got a handshake deal. Maybe he believes firmly in his heart that he's got a deal there. But then all of a sudden, that team, you won't believe it, so-and-so landed in our lap. We had no idea he'd be available. We got him. Sorry, there's nothing we can do. But
or Kylington just didn't really want to be here.
And if that's the case, you can say that. You can say, look, as part of my healing process, I want to say thank you to the Flames, but I might need to change scenery. Like, everyone would be okay with that. What I think rubs you the wrong way is when he makes it seem like a foregone conclusion that, thank you so much. There's so much gratitude to this organization and we can't wait to get a deal done. And then it's like, yeah, I don't really want to sign here. Like, well, it's kind of a bad look.
I'm not being cheeky. Did he come out and say that?
I mean, I'm paraphrasing, probably not as explicit as I'm suggesting, but all the comments were just this, like, I can't thank enough the fans of Calgary, the organization. But I mean, if you want to talk about, like, people have given you a huge berth for mental health, and as they should, but you didn't need to know what it was. He didn't say. Everyone respected his privacy. He was treated as good as he could have been treated, above and beyond anything we've ever seen for mental health in the history of the NHL. And he spoke a lot about gratitude, and then was like, kind of played the team.
And the Flames would have been absolutely roasted if they'd have suspended him without pay.
Which is
you ignorant. What kind of people are you? Yeah. They go do the right thing, have nothing to show for it.
Yeah.
And I think beyond that, and I think that's more the issue, is if you're a fan of the Flames, you're connected to the Flames, you have that's how you feel about it. Because I think if he was going to come out and say, I appreciate everything they've done, but I just want a new start,
Everyone
There
would
would-
get that.
There, but no, I still think there would be
Still
some
think
people.
it'd been mad.
They paid you for an entire year. They stood behind you, and now
Wow. I mean, no one's gonna. If you're telling me that your mental health depends on something, I'm not gonna argue about that. Like that's just sort of an area no one goes anymore because people understand that you don't get the grasp of what other people are going through. If Oliver Shillington says, I need a fresh start, I think everyone would say, man, that sucks, but we get it. Or you tell the team before the trade deadline. But I mean,
yeah,
it's just for going above and beyond and creating a new standard of how NHL teams can treat players running through these incidents that really are just about trust. I mean, I can say I'm going to do mental health stuff. What are you going to say? You're wrong?
Yeah.
Is there a test you can line me up and say, no, he's not actually? Like,
Yeah.
it's really about trust. And then to hear all the positive things said about the organization, it just feels like, man, for a team that really trusted you a lot and went out of their way to protect you here, never heard any leaks on what the hell happened. It felt like he
Well, and to
didn't
leave
really
and go for
reciprocate that.
less, right? Like that's the other side of it is like, well, if you're leaving and getting more, okay.
Sure.
But you're not telling us that you just need a fresh start. It sounds like you want it all, but you
Yes.
didn't get it. And it has nothing to do with the city. I don't know.
Mm.
Maybe
And
it
look,
does.
I think he's a good fit there.
I think it's great for
you
him.
watch Colorado
Great for
play.
Colorado.
What does Colorado? Well, all the players do.
I was going to say, if you put yourself in his shoes,
Yeah.
I'm okay with it.
Oh, totally.
It's $1 million. It's a 1-year deal.
You stay healthy, you'll be all right.
Colorado is a team they're built on speed and skating.
Exactly
Got a
that.
chance to win.
Exactly that. Yeah. And look,
So-
like in a vacuum, it totally makes sense. But the vacuum ignores that, as Rhett stated, it wouldn't have been long ago that the vast majority of NHL teams would just suspended him and not paid him $4 million to not show up for work for over 20 months, which I'm not suggesting he should have shown up. But I mean, it really seems like he's a bit oblivious to how far out of their way the Flames went to accommodate him, or he understood it and just said, yeah, cool. I don't need to reciprocate anything. And that just
Yeah.
leaves a bad taste in people's mouths.
Yeah.
And again, we don't need to redo shows, and I'm not looking for you to bury a guy again, but you had kind of said that by the time it was done and the Flames would move on, July 1, July 2 is past. If you're Craig Conroy, you're like, no, we've moved on. You've made your choice. We're
yeah.
going to.
Well, I was
Respect
shocked.
that.
You would have thought that it wasn't free agency. Like this is a deal. If all of what we saw was supposedly true, and that the Flames had done so good by Shillington and Shillington appreciated it, blah blah blah. This is a deal that should have been done in June. Like they didn't have to
We
right?
had shows all month of June saying, why isn't this done yet? Like, it's such a slam dunk to be done. Why isn't it done yet? Like, can anyone make sense of it? Oh, it's going to get done. It's going to get done. And then the week leading up, it's like, this might not get done. Like, we were at the draft and it was sort of like the conversation had changed a bit where it's like, well, maybe it won't get done. But there was no talk about, oh, Oliver's a UFA. Like, you got to turn this guy into an asset. It was like, no, he's re-signing.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's why it feels like he sort of violated that loyalty in a way.
And I don't know that it's got the rug pulled out from under them, but you kind of got the impression that the Flames felt like there was.
You know what? I would think that Conroy at the end of the day would have appreciated probably a little more.
Be forthright about it?
Forthright about it, because his whole mandate has been asset management, and I don't think this is asset management. But I think he was put in that spot. I don't think this was a doing of his.
Yeah, and that's why I kind of keep coming back to the agent. Like, JP Barry's been doing this a long time. He's very well respected. This just seems like a rare misplay here.
We're at Pro Skate. It is humming in here.
It is humming.
You know what it is? Look at all the kids. Kids are so happy.
Kids are pumped.
Yeah,
Dads are crying.
yeah.
It's just flames coming off of their credit card.
Just keep tapping.
But here's the thing.
Imagine like a week ago though, not grand opening day.
Yeah.
Even more Flames.
Door prizes, raffles, giveaways. They got the barbecue going to be going outside, and there's some deals to be had. So if you are in summer mode, but you have a kid going on the ice, boy or girl, ringette hockey,
Gotta break
figure
skates
skating.
in.
Hey, today's the day. You may be thinking, am I going to Pro Skate today? Might be a good idea. Look at that.
I mean, you could definitely not come on grand opening day and not get door prizes. And
Yeah, if you want to pay
all
full
kinds of
freight some
great
other time,
deals,
that's up to you, I guess. There is nothing more exciting as a kid
New gear.
than getting new wheels.
Jets,
And then you go out there and they feel terrible. But I don't even know if that's the case anymore.
I don't think so. They have heat them and mold them, and they fit right. They're not your brothers from 3 years ago.
Right. Yeah. I got twins.
that happen
Ask
in
me
your
how
house?
hand-me-downs go.
I think I was 13 or 14 before I got a new pair of skates. Thanks, Dad.
Now, what about for you? You got 3 boys. Does number 3 ever get new stuff? Or the shoulders, pants, gloves, everything's just
There is a
down
lot
the
of
line?
The nice thing about him is he don't care. So
Yeah.
he's not in a huff about it. So it's like, you want these? Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
So
Looks up to his brothers, probably. Yeah, I'll wear
And with how big the other ones grow, there's not a lot of miles on them.
no.
Wear them for a season at
I was
most.
gonna say the only thing that might be worn out is palms of gloves, but even that.
And they make it's so light and it's so durable now. I always looked at it as long as the helmet is in good shape and the skates are good, and of course, the protect unless it's torn or whatever, but shoulder pads, all that stuff, pants.
I was here just a couple days ago, bought a new helmet for the youngest.
Yeah.
That was one thing where it's like,
New one.
"Yeah, this thing better work."
Yeah.
Just tell him to get his helmet on.
He loves to drop the mitts.
get your
He's
helmet.
taking it off. He's ready to.
Get your helmet on.
Did the Brendan Dillon of Vander Kane flip our tops off before we scrap? Let's protect these helmets from our fists.
It's a beautiful thing. Everybody's happy.
Yeah.
Look at this, eh? Moms,
There's a few dads
dads,
pacing, but yeah,
kids.
mostly happy.
And what it is you come in here and you realize, oh, I'm not. It's like you with your boat when you'd
It's
go for the
not just-
$200 ice cream, go to fill the boat with gas, and you end up, oh, I guess we need some ice cream and some chips and some drinks. You're not just coming in. We're going to get some new gloves. We're walking in and we're leaving. Probably not. You're probably leaving with something else, which is okay.
Dad, this is my new team's color. Can we get the stick tape?
Get one of
And that
these-
old water ball was leaking. All right, we're here. We may
I'd
as
have
well.
to pick
Yeah.
up one of these fancy new coolers myself.
Oh yeah, those look good.
Doug's bringing sausage to Maple Creek today. I gotta
What?
haul it home.
You're going to Maple Creek.
Maple Creek,
Wow. So how far a haul is that?
3.5.
That's not bad.
No,
Anything into Sask at less than 4, I think is probably pretty damn good.
it's beautiful. Just beautiful country.
Is
How are
it?
the bugs?
I
Bugs are bad. Eh?
suspect that there'll be a few
It's a
mosquitoes
little drier
out
down south,
around
though,
dusk.
isn't it?
Huh?
A little drier down south, though.
It is, but I don't think if you're in Saskatchewan, you're getting mosquitoes.
All right.
We've got a bit of a wasp problem somewhere in our backyard. It's not ours necessarily, but somebody has got something that needs some looking after. Of course, I've got Buzz Boss, green drop.
yes.
Buzz Boss comes
Oh,
by.
good.
So those guys that get the hornet bags and the things set out. It was quite a scene the other night. We had a wasp in the kitchen.
Oh,
Really?
And I was the only one awake, and my daughter is deathly afraid of bees or hornets.
Really?
So I had to get this sumbitch. I think I put my shoulder
did
out.
it take some time? Was it it was elusive?
They're shifty, those little
You
bugs.
They
don't
are
have the
shifty.
electric
Yeah.
zap.
No,
You
I
gotta
want
get
one.
Those are so good.
Little
Yeah.
tennis racket thing? Yeah. Now, like, you think about like, how good are the wasp's reflexes? Because you could be sneaking up from behind, inches away.
Well, you feel like
quite
it's a
impressive.
bigger target than a fly or a mosquito. This guy's
Almost
dead.
impossible
Took a while. I did win. I am victorious.
with a sore shoulder.
Boom 1, Hornet 0. But yeah, we do have a bit of a rotator cuff issue. Not sure if they can do anything about that here. Do they have any
Stem cells.
A535?
I haven't. They might have
Stem
A5.
cells.
Yeah, I don't
They
see.
do a lot. Maybe in the back. They
That'll be the next.
shoot you up.
I didn't see a lab or a surgical center in the back, but who
Yeah, some
knows?
guy with a with a lab coat.
Yes, and some vials. Yes.
Cortisone
spin your
shot.
blood
Oh,
here.
stem cells. All right. Just this way.
10 minutes.
That'll be next. It'll be a clinic and sporting goods store
Yeah.
for sure. Again, the two questions, and I assume it's, hey, we get it. We're live. It's not easy to get to, but we had the two questions. When was what spot, like what pick was Brent Cron, our buddy,
Yes.
drafted in the year he was selected?
He's still our buddy, right? We're good.
He's totally our buddy.
Okay, good.
And Mike Commodore, who you mentioned, and I want more details on that.
He's
but
still our buddy.
Mike Commodore, how many career games, regular season plus playoffs with the Calgary Flames did he play?
He's a
And
unicorn.
we got a goalie stick if you get the Cron question right. We got a player stick, both of them from Warrior.
Yeah.
If you get the player
Was
question.
was Comey a right shot? Trying to remember.
Uh,
It's a right shot stick, but if you're lefty, we'll
Remember
figure it out.
fine.
That's a tough one.
Hatch
Ask,
or-
where's Playfair? Is he
Yeah,
here?
Jimmy
I think
would
he
know.
was. Jimmy would know.
We'd be dialed in.
Yeah, Jimmy would know.
It's a while ago. Eh?
So this is coming next week on Barn Burner?
Well, I mean, it's going to drop
Or
at some point. We don't need to burn all our pre-recorded content and never do live shows.
Yeah.
But Comey and I hit the golf course last summer, back when I looked like a bottle collector in your alley. And
Unlike now.
back when my Commodore was coming back to Calgary every single summer until, of course, this summer. We went out to Stewart Creek, a sensational golf course just on the edge of Canmore there in the mountains. One of my favorites, at a true mountain golf course in the sense that you're not at the valley bottom. You're actually like rocking it off the side of a mountain, landing way down below. Super lucky. They treated us to around there. We took some cameras. I believe the old Tan Man was out there shooting some stuff, and we had some crazy weather, fallen trees, tents flying around, and then like sunshine and beautiful. It was a classic mountain golf day. Like we experienced all 4 seasons. Then we sat on the patio, crushed a couple pints, and he told us how a kid from Fort Saskatchewan made his NHL debut with, I believe, the New Jersey Devils.
How about
Was Jersey.
Yeah. And then
And you made your
Calgary.
debut in Jersey, didn't you?
I did make my
Everything's coming up.
putty.
Putty.
The Devils.
How about Josh? I mean,
Physically.
Josh, is he in the octagon later today?
I was gonna say, like, these
Dude's
guys were
ripped.
fired up to start.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can they maintain?
I'm not
they
sure.
have
You know what
the
it is, though?
conditioning. Are they an Ovechkin style player where they can just power through?
Yeah.
Where does a team get its identity from, Rhett? It's the top.
Leadership.
And Josh has set the tone here. You better be ready. Today's a big day. I don't want to see anyone walking and hungover like Rhett this morning. We're going to be rammed to the gunnels all day long, and the fellas and gals here are ready to rock.
Were you
Pep talk.
in one?
I was a little bit, but I went to bed at 11:15. I woke up and was
AM.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
No,
Barely golfed. He doesn't golf. He always
What?
whines about golf.
I don't know how or why, but
Oh,
I
so
got
that's why you're hungover.
yeah,
Yeah. How many holes?
all of them.
What?
That's how you know he got into the sauce.
Whoa.
No way he gets 18
I'm
over.
stunned that my shoulders and arms are
Yeah.
just laying on the floor.
Like you were trying to swat a bee.
Yeah,
Thought it was a wasp.
Well, good for you.
yeah,
I'm proud of you. That's impressive.
yeah. That's
18?
18.
Whoa.
You keep score?
Jeez.
No, we played a game and we dominated. Me and Rue.
Rue.
Yeah, Rue Hall Crandall.
Okay.
What a player.
The
Kanga?
worst
Like
name
college.
drops. The worst name drops on this show. Dominic Hasek? No. Rue.
Rue. Kanga.
Yeah.
Big Rue.
Yeah.
That's not so the
Crush.
Pinder report. Come on.
Nice.
Crushing the driver.
Nice.
So Josh's kid's actually a really good goalie.
Is that right?
I think he's playing Spokane this year.
Goalie.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Anyway,
Well.
I just thought. I mean,
Yeah.
that's a guy that's figured out life. You become a goalie, Dad. I'm just gonna run a goalie.
I'm gonna so I can at least get cost. At least get some
That's
cost
a
on this
major
stuff.
life hack.
Might not make as much, but at least I'm not spending it on.
There you go. Yeah.
So what about the goalie mask? Because that becomes a thing.
I
what age
have
do you
sourced a
start?
mask. I found some fellas that have way too much money and got it for free. I actually traded it for a nice bottle of rye.
Yeah,
Rum.
but did you customize it and everything?
No, I'll
Oh,
get some stickers or something.
that's
You can
what
get
I
it
was
wrapped.
wondering.
Yeah,
Full
not
wrap.
yet. No, I mean he's 9.
Step it up.
Yeah, wait. Not yet.
I mean,
By
Maybe
Christmas,
oh,
Santa.
totally. Yeah.
he's gonna be
Santa.
decked right out.
Well, you know, hey, I got $100 for
we're the Wolverines, Dad.
Yeah.
He's gonna have some friggin' Wolverine on his head.
We're the Horned Frogs. Okay, son, let's go find some frog
Yeah.
decals. Let's dial this thing in.
Because gear's cool. I
Yeah,
remember we were
it
talking to
is,
Kevin
especially
Weeks.
goalie.
Remember Kevin Weeks always had like flashy gear. Some guys are like kind of low key or whatever. It's like white, yellow, red. And that was the thing. That's what got him into being goalie.
Yeah, the
Was
gear's
he just
cool.
loved goalie gear.
If you're a gearhead, and you're kind of a bit of gearhead,
Oh,
like
yeah.
goalie's the coolest position in the
Oh,
sport.
I'm a good goalie.
Are you?
Take up a lot of net.
It's Cavs.
Yeah, it's getting back up from that butterfly. That's a real bastard, though.
More of a
down.
stay down goalie. Yeah. There's
Yeah.
the stand up goalie. There's the butterfly. Dino is the stay down goalie.
And there's not a lot of torso. So for some guys, they can go butterfly and then, like
Cover.
Markstrom.
Yeah.
still covering the whole net.
A lot of upstairs
A
room.
lot of room.
They can see upstairs.
Yeah. 7 hole, 6 hole, 2 hole, 1 hole, 9 hole,
Net.
15 hole.
The net.
Just hit the net. Something like that.
Look at these pads.
There you go.
Any color, whatever team you're on, they got it. Don't worry.
And if they don't have your color, they'll get her in here too. Sweet. Look at that. That's some
The Dallas third
That's
jerseys.
nice.
Reverse
Very
retro Dallas.
nice.
What do we got there? Oh, that's Glen Lake Hawks colors. Look at that.
yeah, buddy. It'll be
Look at
interesting
that.
once Utah figures their stuff out.
Yeah.
What color? Because they're kind of a teal black, teal dark gray white right now, whatever it is.
Yeah. What is it? Is it the teal's like a baby bluish kind of color, right?
Yeah, is that
Yeah.
kind of
I think They could
Carolina,
totally change the color scheme.
Carolina
but I think
Panther type thing.
yeah. Kind of a baby blue.
Dolphins. Was it Miami Dolphins? Are they not teal?
Yeah, I was
kind
going to
of a
say
teal.
teal's a little more neon than what.
See that Yeti cooler? That's Dolphins.
Nobody else can see
Whereas
it.
whereas there, that's more the
Seahawks.
Utah,
Hmm.
the lighter. Look at this. We got the blue quench box right
Yeah,
there.
there you
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
That's more the
That's the Utah color.
Utah.
Right.
And now that that Yeti over your shoulder,
This is great.
that's more the Miami Dolphin.
We need this for
That's
Martin
true.
Loop.
We need this all the
so that
time.
we can
Yeah,
show
true,
the
Martin Loop.
traffic
Yasmin, we need you
and
full
show
time.
the traffic, and the construction guy is not working.
Yeah, that's right.
Yasmin's got one more year of school. We have to convince her that school's for losers, and she needs to work for us next year.
Come stay at my house. You'll learn quickly that we don't believe in us.
Oh, look, that's what you need too.
Oh, look at this. He's got the super.
That's what you need. Is that the Sparks?
Oh,
the
that's
Pro
the
Shark.
sharpener.
That is
Oh my
the skate sharpener for your house. Not that we're saying don't come here and get your skate sharpened.
Well, they'll sell you the sharpener.
But,
I don't have a problem
You
with it.
need both.
I had 2 kids playing at the same time, and then a third one started. I bucked up for it. It's the best thing I ever did.
Oh,
Because even at the
running around.
best places, you come in with 3 pairs of skates, 2 whatever. Can you come back in an hour, 45 minutes?
What about the ODR? Are you going to hit the ODR
Yeah.
the next day? You didn't even know the kid was out there.
Yeah.
That'll
You don't
knock
have
them down.
time.
And that is, if you want your kid to go to the outdoor rink, go sharpen his skates, his or her skates, because as soon as they got one
Oh yeah.
one practice on these freshly sharpened skates, they want to go to the outdoor rink just so you have to go back and sharpen them.
That's correct.
Little bastards. But those,
Did you ever have to change the filter on those that sharpening machine thing?
it's not a filter. It just kind of lays in the bottom, and then you just
Really?
vacuum it out with your shop
Okay.
vac or whatever. You change the wheel. I've got the
That's
Sparks
what it-
machine,
Okay.
and it lasted a long time. You put it in there. Even a dummy like me can do it. You put it in there, zip, zip.
I have the real
Oh, the old school.
Yeah,
back
yeah.
and forth one like they have here.
Jeff Marr on
To,
that.
yeah, to start. And then I'm like, this is a lot of work, and I'm the only one that can work it. So I went and got a freebie somewhere,
Yeah,
and now everybody's got access. The whole house.
Good leader delegates.
I know.
Steve,
yeah,
people
I
that
know.
stuff.
Because once everybody on your team knows that you have
Oh, you're cooked.
the skate sharpener, hey, could you throw his skates in your in his bag and bring them to
Because
the
we got
next
practice in 2 days,
Yeah,
and
just
that's
throw them in, and
It's $27.
yeah, you got a 200-pound hockey bag that you're hauling in and out of the house. Now it's your job to take the team.
You
skaters
had
to
a
practice.
wheelie bag. Don't kid yourself.
Anyway, I mean, come on down and see it. Come on down and maybe it's a sharpener today. Because on the website they tell you what's your time worth.
oh,
What's a sharpening worth?
Yeah, yeah.
And then what's an hour of your time worth? If
That's
it takes
a good
you
point.
got to go there, you got to come back. How many times are you doing that over the course of the winter? Add that up plus the shit. I recommend it.
You're gonna do both. Yeah, I'm a firm believer. I've been told by the people in my house that machine's good, but you need to touch it up with the
Is that right?
professionals. Yeah.
wow, hey, that's not high maintenance at all. That's the good news about that.
How far we've come.
And what age do you get to decide that you need to tape your stick like twice a game?
Twice a game, Jesus.
Oh my
Like
God.
I just
My kids
wanna
haven't
go-
figured that out yet. They still got it's completely worn on the bottom, and the rest is fine.
No, it's brutal.
Wow.
I got to talk to Jeff Marr, maybe Depot, and see if
Yeah. I'm not
snap
sure.
Now look at this. So this is
That's the workshop.
the
What do
Cadillac
they want to
of
call it?
sharpening areas. They got multiple different machines for different kinds of skates. And, figure
know what they're
skates
gonna
as
do
well.
right there? They're going to punch them out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's a little tight.
that's
Real
for
tight in my
Wilms
arch.
extra.
Punch them out. Oh, look at that. We must be close to the Wi-Fi. We got clear for
Yeah, we
us
got a
all
good
of a sudden.
signal there. Look at
Yeah,
that.
they're going to punch them. Going to do everything you need there. Oh, I
I'll
get
get the stone. Look at that.
I got a thing on the
Little burr.
I got a little thing on the bottom on the what do you call that? The holder.
Wow.
Is it
It's
just
a
the
holder.
holder?
It's called a holder.
Like it's not the molding. The molding's part of the boot,
No,
but
it's
the thing that
holder
holds
the blade.
the holder holds the blade.
Yeah.
Oh, one of the rivets fell out of my holder. Oh, we'll get a new rivet in there for you, bud.
Stomp it in.
Look at that. Everything's brand
Multiple
new.
machines in there.
I think they must have taken everything from the old shop and just thrown it right in the trash.
I mean, that's being a little rude to the old shop, but they do have the state of the art.
That's Marteloup. Dump.
Dean, your attitude. Tell you, when it's Beverly Hills 2.0, you're
It's
gonna
not ever going to be
Oh,
Beverly
I'm
Hills.
so excited to go down there when it's
wait
all
till they
done.
add more bike lanes in one ways. You're gonna love it even more.
I saw somebody on Twitter the other day or X or whatever it is. I forget what I think it was somebody in my world anyway.
Yeah.
Just for no real reason. If you go to Marteloup for any reason and get out of there, you deserve a medal or some sort of an award.
Jack came in the other day because he can rip from home occasionally, and he's like, I would kill myself if I had to live in this neighborhood. I'm like, Jack, it's like a 5-block radius. Like, come on, man. Like,
It's not
don't get
5,
so dark.
but it's like
It's the 5 you
it's
want
getting-
to not be ruined, but it's 5 blocks. That's all it is.
Really, it's not great downtown right now either. Somebody was leaving downtown to come pick me up yesterday.
Well, the 4th
and
Avenue
said,
flyover, they're
yeah,
working
like,
on that.
there's not a street that is not being worked.
We
on.
are old men. Hey, let's
yeah,
just shake
yeah,
our fists in
yeah,
the clouds.
yeah.
Holy shit, are we?
oh look, they're firing pucks in there.
I can't wait for all the world influencers to come hang out in Marteloup when it's the
No,
when it's
gonna be
all
good.
said and
Beverly
done.
Hills
Yeah.
North.
Well, hopefully the water main breaks, and then they'll have to shut
We
the whole
don't need
neighborhood
water.
down again for an
I mean,
entire
that's-
summer to repair all the
That wouldn't happen, Dean. They wouldn't have to do.
friggin' man sheet. Oh, goodness gracious.
I'd move to Buffalo rather than deal with this shit.
What are so are Buffalo?
I don't know.
What?
He still doesn't know, and he's not.
There's a
even
lot of
joking.
people wound tight about this. Now,
You know who's not?
now I'm actually engaging in it a little bit.
You are
I'm
engaging
gonna
the
just
10th of August.
Yeah. This was around the time 2 years ago when we were going to have this incredible startup.
16th, August 16th.
Not even 2 years ago, Red decided on 48 hours notice to move to Buffalo. Our fresh new business
right.
partner, Rhett, who we're
Yeah.
launching a new project with.
I remember I sent him a text, and I forget we had a sale. We're going to go on a sales call or go meet with somebody.
No, I don't.
And I was like, "Hey, you're coming to this crickets?" As well, it's at noon. Do you want me to pick you up, or what's the story?
Yeah.
Sends me a picture back,
That's-
sitting at a diner with Rob Ray in Buffalo.
Oh,
So I guess
Rhett might not make this.
you're not
meeting.
making this meeting
When are you back?
that we're going to.
Oh, maybe Christmas. Oh, shit.
When are you picking up your dog? Maybe Christmas. Maybe.
No, that's right. You still thought you were
So-
getting that dog back.
So now there's external pressures, or are you feeling it within?
No, I'm actually, like I said, I was stressed out for a while thinking, I should let people or make some decision.
Yeah.
And now people are around me on the kind of the
Yeah.
outer circle are starting to get wound up about it. And now I'm starting to actually enjoy because I'm not stressed out.
No.
No,
It'll
you
be
sure
one or
aren't,
the other.
yeah.
Guess what? I will probably survive.
Isn't it weird how stressed everyone else is about your
Yeah, they're
decisions?
wound tight.
You and your wife you can make that decision on 4 hours notice. Why let anyone else get in the way?
Is there a deal on a flight? Well, then maybe that's what we should do.
Yeah.
Have you figured out a way to get that vehicle back? You got a small window for a boomer road trip here. I'm
The
telling you.
tires or something. What was
I
that?
got
The
I
last-
got it looked at. We're in good shape now. The vehicle is ready to run.
Where did this vehicle originate? Was it Calgary and then got
Yes.
to Buffalo and now it's
Yes.
going to
Yes.
theoretically come back
Yeah.
potentially?
Yeah. A lot of miles. What's too many?
Ooh. Is it a Honda?
Is it Luke Combs? Does he have a song about good trucks?
Well, yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, it used to be. Could you get to 1 million kilometers?
Oh, a million? Are you serious?
And it's like, no, we don't live that way anymore. So in some ways, they build the cars better, you would think, but we don't drive them as long.
Well, you're
So-
also like you grew up in the country.
Yeah.
You'd put some miles on.
For
right?
me, once I'm in that 250, 275,
We're at 2 now.
I'm starting to think, well, maybe.
Okay. And no engine light on?
No, there's been the odd little thing.
I just mean like before you drive across the continent. You want to make sure the engine light's on.
No, that's what we had it checked out. So
Good. Okay.
Yeah.
I say
there's
you're
the
ready to roll.
Matthews boys.
Oh, look at those
Go buy
snipers.
some more
eh?
stuff. Your dad's got so much money. It's not
Also, I'll borrow 20. Just slide me a green
buy
one.
me something while
Yeah.
you're at it.
Kids love red, eh?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
we'll make sure we pull your name for that.
Yeah, you could use
There's a
something free,
smoker.
eh? Yeah.
We'll get on that. For sure, we'll get on that.
Come down. You can get heckled. It's a great time here at Pro Skate. 1070, 42nd Ave. Southeast.
1070 42nd Ave,
It's just easier.
Southeast. We're at Pro Skate.
Silver dollar.
Go into your garage and with all that old equipment that you
Yes.
haven't used,
I'm going
and
to text my wife right now.
and say it can be used.
Don't text your wife.
There
Just
are-
say, stupid. You have the truck. Why didn't you take the stuff
You
before
could've
you
done
went there? And you'll
Wow.
say, oh, yeah,
There's a
right.
small pile that's going to turn into a big pile. We need to get rid of it before it becomes a big pile. We've already done one handoff, everything that doesn't fit,
Mhm.
but it's another year of gathering more things that don't fit.
I see.
I texted the shoveler, said, "Bring that stuff." She said, "Shut the."
Yeah.
Oh, geez. Wow.
Yeah. Go bleep yourself.
Mhm.
Go bleep yourself. It's too bad. Now, up on the wall here, they've got some superstars. They got Cale
Hank Lundgren.
McCarr over there, Connor McDavid, Austin Matthews. And above the goalie wall, one of the goalies up there, Calgary Flame goaltender Jacob Markstrom.
And Rasmus Anderson's here.
Yeah, we were playing the Fame game
Who's your
Right over-
doppelganger?
right over here.
Yeah, that's Rasmus Rouge.
There's
That's what it is.
Rasmus. Rasmus. He's just dyed his hair.
It's undercover in the summer.
Can you go up to the guy with
Yeah.
the red hair?
Yeah.
Just get right into his face.
No, this
He'll be
one-
fine.
or-
Just go right into his face
Right
and
his
make
grill.
it totally awkward.
Yeah.
He'll not be sure
Yasmin, get in
what the
there.
heck
Come
you're doing.
Yeah, this is one
So
of our
this
goalie
is, I
experts.
can't believe this summer in his off time, Rasmus Anderson helping to sell gear here at ProSkate.
Didn't know he was such a goalie.
Unbelievable.
Loves goaltending.
Unbelievable. Good
I
flow.
was at the golf course yesterday,
Yeah.
and Markstrom's name came up by the Flames goaltending coach.
You saw Barbs.
I saw the Barbs.
How is he?
The Barbs is good. The Barbs.
Because he's got 3 boys too, doesn't
The
he?
Barbs said
Holy.
he said this never hungry league is hard on him during the season,
Right.
and then in the off season he's trying to
Hair down.
and it sucks. And then
Mm.
Markstrom's going to be in a good spot, and he's happy for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that made sense for everyone. I know it kind of got a little weird there for a bit, but God, like he's got 2 years left on a deal. He's in his the very end of his prime in theories right now, if it hasn't passed. And it's like this team's clearly not in a position to contend. It just had to happen.
Asset management,
Yes.
just like we've talked about.
Yes.
Still hard though, man.
It is because you said it. Like
It kind of hit
how
me the
long
other
was
day. I
it
was
from
like,
Kipper to Markstrom?
it's like, geez. Because Wolf, there's no guarantees.
No, none.
What did we say? The trio of goalies that got 99 games of NHL experience.
Cooley, Vladar, Wolf, less than 100 NHL games combined.
That's
It's
their worry
perfect.
words. You
No,
got to
it's
be more
perfect.
relaxed.
I honestly keep your first, make it a high one, go get a draft a star centerman and move along. Let's go.
You need that Warner mentality. No stress.
Yeah.
Just whatever comes
Just
your
take
way.
it
Just go with
easy.
the flow. Yeah.
You see, wasn't just Kylington that signed in Colorado, former Flame.
Lanny?
Lanny did play in Colorado. I didn't see that deal drop.
Yeah.
That's wow. He's going after Gordy's records.
Weird, yeah.
Matthew Phillips signed in Colorado yesterday.
Well,
His
good for
name
him.
came up yesterday too. Apparently, little stilty legs.
He's a very small human and a tenacious hockey player, and it's probably last call to establish yourself as an NHLer. His down money is less than $300,000 US if he goes to the AHL, where he spent most of last, or I shouldn't say most of last year, but a lot of last year. Go to Europe and make $300 after your taxes, rather
keep
than
it all,
than
and they'll
giving-
pay for all of the other stuff.
Take a
And
car, take
maybe
an
even
apartment,
more.
take your after tax 300 Swiss francs. Don't need to do that here. So it's a huge year for him. Wishing him well. But that's a guy that can go win scoring races in Europe. So this
You know
feels like
what?
last call.
More reason to love Bubba. He wants to be in the NHL. It's not about money. He knows that Europe's there. I want to be in the NHL. It's what I've dreamed
Yeah.
of my whole life.
Yeah. And it sounded like the Flames were very close to a deal with him. And then abs. Abs.
Stinking out.
Sakic. Nobody likes that guy.
Kadri for Phillips. You make that deal now?
Yep.
Where's the rumblings again? Did we talk about that?
We kind of
last
talked
time?
about it. Yeah, we
Where-
kind of talked
where are
about it.
these rumblings.
Oh,
There's
Pinder,
lots of
Am I
rumblings.
on the wrong
You're
message
not,
boards? What am
you
I
gotta
doing?
Get on the social medias.
you just got to get out. Get out of your house.
That's true.
Got to talk to people.
Yeah.
Interact.
Travel
mix,
around a bit.
Mingle. It's out there. Yeah, it's out there.
Have we watched any of the hockey that's north of us in Edmonton?
I have not, but I do have
I
this.
looked for Marcus Nelson's kid a couple times.
I have this review.
Ooh.
How's the Halinka?
Yeah.
That was my question.
Okay, yeah.
This gentleman or lady,
Oh, can't divulge.
the issue is without Russia, they just don't have that many strong teams.
Yes.
Still good to see all the young guys, and you can now track them moving forward.
Mhm.
So, was not exactly. I was not racing to my TV to watch more.
I talked to an
Like-
old teammate, and he said Edmonton sucks,
Still,
and his kid is doing average.
please have him sit down with Leon Draisaitl.
So, does the Edmonton Sucks have anything to do with the Halinka, or that's just an
Well, the
over?
question I threw at him:
Yeah.
How's
How's
Edmonton?
Edmonton? Right. Yeah.
Edmonton sucks, and my kid's doing okay.
Yeah.
But not great. Yeah. Sit him down with Leon, whoever that guy is.
Yeah.
Straighten him out.
Straighten them out.
Does he not know Edmonton sucks? Like, what's going on, bud?
Listen, if it's a great town, you should be wanting to spend a year around there.
Yeah, why leave?
Why would you live?
Why are you turning in Toronto
Why
every
ever
summer?
leave?
Just sign in Toronto.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tavares' money's up just when you need a new deal. Let's go.
How's Leaf Nation?
Oh,
I got to
sweating
ride
hard.
home with a Leaf honk, and they're little
Sweaty palms already.
Yeah,
Is that right?
we're not impressed with
With our buddy?
our old pal.
our old pal Tree?
And honestly, like if they just had another 110-point season, it just doesn't even matter anyway. You got to win in the playoffs, right? Like they kind of been averaging 110
Yeah.
points. It feels like last.
Oh, they're
Decade.
highly talented.
Yeah, still highly
a
talented.
lot of skill. We'll ask
Still.
her. How's Leaf Nation?
Oh, you're gonna find out.
Yeah, we'll find out.
Who you asking?
See.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah,
Whoever.
nobody.
Yeah, it's not when you said feels like Edmonton, could be Edmonton. I'm not going to submit Toronto as a team that I would say
They've
probably
really.
in a better spot or in
There's-
better shape.
No. Oh, when we're talking about cup favorites,
Yeah,
they're both like top 5, 6, 10 teams by betting odds. Edmonton's one. Florida's in there. A lot of people like the improvements New Jersey's made. Dallas is up there, but Toronto will be in that like second tier of like 10 to 15 to 1, I bet. But
all I hear about New Jersey is what are they going to do without Kevin Ball? That's all I hear.
is that what you're hearing?
Yeah,
It's like a team without ball can't
Yeah.
win.
without the wall banger on the back end, I don't know that it's the same
No
team.
balls, no rings.
Yeah, that's right.
No.
So I don't know. You talk about things we've talked about. I still don't think Marner's going anywhere, and I don't have any real sense that they're any more dangerous than they have.
They're
been
not
in
better or
the
worse. Well, they might be a little bit
Here's the
better.
thing, like-
kind of, I don't know.
They got destroyed for bowing out in the first round. They had William Nylander missing half that series and Austin Matthews hurt the other half. It's not a crazy world to think in a 1-goal game 7 that they couldn't have won that series. Never mind that they're missing their best and second best forward for half the series each. Like they aren't as far
problem
off as
is that
people think. It's just that it's the 7th year in a row that
Yes,
people are like,
exactly.
it's confirmation bias. I told you they couldn't win, and look, they didn't win. Where it's like, realistically, you could say that they were the better team in that series at points, or it's like if you just granted them a little more health on their 2 most important players,
It takes
they
one
win the
year.
series.
It takes 1 year.
And Woll, the goalie, their best goalie, he was only available half the series.
He
Like,
got hurt.
geez.
Yeah,
But still, you're like, yeah.
but when the
that's a shitty
story,
deal.
when
Would
it, you know,
I know.
yeah, but
I
would
know.
it shock you to see them go to the third round?
yeah, it kind of would. I
Well,
think.
It wouldn't, because we've kind of thought they'd have one of those years in here somewhere. But when you see 8 years in a row where they don't do it, everyone's just like, okay, they never will. Just like we said, Ovi was never going to win, or that
Yeah,
Phil Kessel
what it
could
is,
never
yeah.
win. And it's human nature because
The
we see
Oilers.
something so many times. Oilers is feeling very different than that, by the way. Damn it. But yeah, it wouldn't surprise you. They're talented enough to do it, but the group has failed so many times. How could you be surprised if they failed again?
Yeah, it just feels like if you stand a coin up on end,
Mm-hmm.
it can fall either way.
Yeah.
It just always seems to fall
The wrong way for
shitty for Toronto.
Yeah.
But
So they're either due or they're cursed. Since 1967, you could argue cursed.
yeah, is it that long?
It's a long time.
67. You think maybe people will bring that up, make people aware of that?
People share some music about
Yeah.
that. Maybe sing some songs about that or something.
We're not doing a Pinder report today. This is just we're on location at the new Pro Skate
Yeah.
here in Calgary, 1070 42nd Ave Southeast. I did want to ask you
Mhm.
about your Blue Jays. Is that a Blue Jay hat? I think
This is
wearing?
the new City Connect, hiding my disastrous
Okay.
mullet.
I don't know what City Connect
What
is,
are
but
you-
that's
This is the third jersey.
there we go. I hear that the Atkins Shapiro presser this week went really well.
If you really like Shatkins, or whatever those two names combined would be, it's gone great. But I think people want heads on stakes. Like here's the head on the pole. We'll hang it out the edge of the city, and then that'll teach everyone a lesson. But I mean, I don't know that if you fire a guy, you're better. This is this was a front office that was highly touted when they arrived for doing a lot with a little in Cleveland. They've had a lot of wins. They've made a lot of great deals. They've had some bad ones. The only thing that they've really failed on mightily is drafting. Since Bo Bichette, which was their first draft with the old regime's draft strategies, they have basically nothing to show for every first rounder since 2016. It's an appalling draft track record. And they came in and said, we need to overhaul the draft process. And it went from middle of the pack to bottom third of the league. But yeah, like Gosman, great signing. Chris Bassett, great signing. Kikuchi, great signing. They add Barrios and extend him. It's a great
This
trade.
has gone way. I just wanted you to say,
gotta
yeah,
do-
it was a fucking disaster.
It's
That's what I was wanting you to
It's a
say.
nightmare season, but they're gonna bring them back. Like they are. Of course they are. Of course they are.
I stopped listening so long ago.
I-
Well, he's giving real hard. He
You
knows
just want me to be heated and emotional and
Because all I read
It
was
matters.
I'm tired of like even you can tell even they're tired of their shit.
people want
don't-
heads on stakes.
They can't even listen to themselves anymore. Brian Campbell, unbelievable. It's a
who's
it's a who's who of NHL.
I texted yesterday. He
Why?
said he
You
wasn't
texted
busy.
that?
So he popped in.
Anyway, sorry, I kind of blew up at you there, but I glazed over.
Okay, yeah, and again, to condense it, people want blood.
Yeah,
They're not going to do it.
Well, at least Vladdy's not.
God, has he been good the last 20
trade
years?
him.
My God, no, signed him. What are you doing?
trade them.
They're signing him this winter. 300 million, 12 years. Let's go.
Oh, just three.
Just $300.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't play in the NBA, so he's taking a pay cut.
American and Canada.
Yeah.
This was a nice exchange.
Wow. Does he speak English yet? Or
Yeah, he does. He's
does he?
good. Yeah, he stopped doing the Ishiro thing where he pretends not to speak English and
Yeah.
uses translators
Is he
and nothing in
playing-
media.
Is
Because
he-
his agent told him, we can get you on like 15 ads a game making
you.
money. Oh, okay. Well, then I'll just tell them I do speak English.
The one with McCain punch. Excellent. Run it.
Roberto's not.
Run it.
No Roberto
That
comments.
guy really does look like soup.
Who does?
He really
Very
does. We were stretching it maybe a little bit on
Can-
the Rasmus Anderson, but that
I thought he,
very
can he skate
Ryan
as
Campbell.
well?
no. No
Figure
way.
skating.
Is
That's
that
what made
Campbell?
Ryan Campbell a great skater. What made him figure
No, is
skate.
he? You said he was a post-lockout darling. Once they changed the rules, that opened it up
Yep.
for him.
Yeah, once the hooking and holding was eliminated,
Once you're allowed to
all of a
show
sudden
your
that
skills.
skating actually mattered.
Yeah.
Wow.
Weird.
Because that was Jeff Skinner's thing too, right? Wasn't his mom a figure skating
I think so.
coach or something like that, which led to him
He played right out of his draft year, I believe.
unbelievable edge work. That's what they all said about
So-
Jeff Skinner.
The old skin dog, not the goalie, but the new one. He still yet to play a playoff game.
Has not played a playoff game.
Let's keep that streak alive,
Oh,
baby.
man.
Oh, how good would that be?
Oh,
It'd be tremendous.
Listen, I know this is a talented team, but I got a streak to keep intact, boys.
I don't go past
Goalie
April,
God.
fellas.
Goalie gods. I have no reason to dislike Jeff Skinner. In fact, I kind of like him. I think he's nice.
Seems like a nice fella.
I just don't think there's which is weird because he must have just got to Carolina after they won then.
Yeah, and then left
'Cause
just
he's been
before they got good again
playing
because they've been good for a while.
Forever.
He played right out of his draft year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Good player.
It's like, man, you get these first rounders in a couple of years, like second rounders playing right away. You think like
Yeah.
Ryan O'Reilly.
Patrice Bergeron,
Oh man, where do you get guys like this in
Yeah.
the draft? Eh? Okay,
Rhett Warner.
really? Send him
So
back.
who are we focused on? Like we know the team here is going to be. Who are the key guys? 2 years
You
out,
stopped it. Gonna be
average,
okay.
or maybe below. The wins are going to be
Yeah.
hard fought.
You know what? They're all joking aside, there will be a lot of interest in the Wranglers this year. You could potentially have Honzik, Brestevich, and others there, and that means you could.
I'm talking about longer down the
Mhm.
road. So
It's Perrick. He's the first guy that they've drafted who could be a star.
no, even further down the road.
Yeah, they don't have their
You know, look-
superstars yet.
Who are we losing for? Like when we
Um,
tank on purpose.
James Hagens is
Okay.
the American centerman this year. He'll go first overall, likely. There's a defenseman that people are raving about.
I've got Hagen's dad's number if we want to call him.
Well, tell
Yeah,
him
we
Calgary's a great city. 'Cause, I mean,
Put in a good word.
Boom's been saying no American would ever come here, and that's going to be crucial if he goes well.
Don't
You're gonna
throw
love it.
Marteloup,
Here. Just
but-
don't live in Marteloup.
That's right.
Steer clear of
that's the
Marteloup
advice they
because it's
need.
the shits.
Yeah,
You
they all
don't
live in
wanna
Altadore.
there.
That might be too close to Marteloup.
It's a big city. I just like so much
Scratch out of it.
space.
Yeah.
So much
McKenna?
space.
Like who's coming
Gavin
up?
McKenna is the next
2
draft
years.
class,
Next year.
2026. He's
So
a
if you
medicine.
back to back it, you'd really.
Oh,
Let's go.
yeah, you'd be set up for a while. And then I
Connie.
think the Canadians have a defenseman that's at the Helinka that's wowing everyone that looks like an early contender for
Schaefer?
first defenseman off the board. Yeah,
That McKenna is special.
very. Like 96 points as a 16-year-old last year.
Yeah.
And
It's because he trains with Byron Ritchie.
is that why? So that's helping him, or that's why you believe
that
there's
what it
more to
is?
unlock.
Byron will train him so hard he'll be exhausted. That
Okay.
we used to work out with that guy. We'd go to Rich Hesketh and do our workout.
Yeah.
Like your training regime, nail it. And then the next day we'd meet up again, and he'd be like, "Oh yeah, I did a second workout."
Jeez. How do you feel when a guy
Slow
does that?
down, Byron.
And that was so he could just get into the NHL.
Yeah.
And then guys like you are like, yeah, but I did that once, but it was with lunch at Mercado. I did
So
a
what does
double
it
dip.
look like? How do you? Because there has to be some maintenance of the body. Are you? Because you're not. You can't be
I
going
think
full tilt.
I
twice a
think
day.
nowadays is a lot different than those days.
Yes.
Those days it was overload and work and puke. Nowadays it's work your ass off, but be smart.
Everything does seem rather smart.
Yeah. Yeah. There's some
Hmm.
science behind this stuff. They got the they got this, the whoop. They're
Yeah.
probably wearing the whoop. Telling you if you're
People are staring.
sleeping well, if your body's ready
Go to sleep, take a shit, have some water.
Yeah,
your mouth.
all of the above.
Yeah.
It's time for a drink.
Yeah.
Maybe you should take a month off.
Yeah.
We'll give you all the info you need.
We really don't. We don't hydrate like we should. I think that should be our thing.
I've been
Train it.
hydrated.
We're the show that's really going to focus on hydration.
We did that Christmas show. We looked very
A lot of
hydrated.
hydration. Yeah.
Oh,
It's funny. I still have people asking me about that all the time.
Yeah.
So you're doing it again? Well, how come you only do that once a year? How come there's not more drinking shows? I don't know if we could handle it.
we may need it this year.
We
We
may
may need it this year.
Now you're always on the cutting edge of science. How are liver transplants going? Because we
Oh,
go to
hi.
more
Yeah,
than
now
one
they
a
can
year.
almost 3D print those bastards.
Really?
So they're
Okay,
just
let's
gonna
do
running
two or
them
three
out
of
there.
these.
They got lines of it. They're gonna have a store like this eventually.
Just
What do
a-
you want?
assembly line of liver.
Kidneys, livers,
Really?
anything.
You just go to the cooler, pull
Yeah.
one out.
Nice.
All right, we'll take you
Gatorade.
back here.
So here's
liver.
the move. You're going on like a stag with a buddy. You're like, let's go get new livers, put in,
Yes.
and then we'll just swap those out on the Monday when we get back.
No
Put our
problem.
old liver, the good healthy one, right back.
There's some good peptides out there too to help clean up the livers.
Does
and the
Brecca?
guts.
Does he have something for that?
Oh yeah, Gary would.
Gary Brecca.
What's
Yeah.
peptide?
Yeah.
Pop-Tart?
No,
MTFHR.
that's
gene.
right.
You don't want the
The
MTF.
MFR. Yeah,
Yeah.
that one for sure.
GTFO,
Yeah.
LMAO,
Yeah.
GTG.
We just got to be smarter, guys. We got to be smarter.
That's
Work
us.
harder.
Because that, and I know why you're asking that
Smart.
question. It was kind of a hockey question. Oh, so for the Flames, what are we? So what's the? What are we looking at? How are we going to handle? What's the path?
Yeah.
I know what you really meant is, if they're going to lose,
Yeah.
3 out of every 4 or 5 games, what are we doing? Monday to Friday, all winter long. Flames lose again. Flames lose again. Flames lose again. Flames win. Hey.
So they finished 9th from the bottom this year.
Here we go.
Did we not have things to talk about all bloody year long? You were so
They
worried
were
after
in
the
a
deadline.
playoff spot till February.
Well,
though,
they weren't
or
though.
fighting
for
for
they
one.
clawed back in, but they worked hard, and you saw kids come up and look like NHLers. There's going to be all kinds of stuff like that.
It might be more fun to watch the kids play. Actually,
If they're going to
That's my thing.
Yeah.
There's stuff
Okay.
to talk about. I was again talking more something enjoyable / fun. What can we do to
Yeah.
have some fun, bring some laughs,
Kids
and
can
have
do
some
this
fun?
fun,
That's
yeah.
not fun.
Okay.
Samuel Honzik,
No, not
no.
that's
That's-
really feels like
Yeah,
That's not
that would not have been any fun to talk about this year.
no.
And
But did you have fun talking about Pospisil this year? Hey, your negative
favorite
Nelly,
player.
favorite player.
5 years later.
Oh, now he's come on.
Well,
you're-
how long? When
You
was he
are
drafted?
miserable.
When was he drafted?
Whoa, 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 whoa.
I love this guy. This guy plays hard. He
This
plays
is my
really
favorite
my
player. I
favorite
can't get
player.
enough of this guy. They don't make him like this. He's a throwback. Well, it took 5 years. What are you talking about?
A few
What are
years
you
ago.
talking about? He's your favorite player.
Hey, wait.
You loved watching him play.
Who are the young kids that were excited then for the like? Are they really
Who's this year's Zeri and Pospisil?
Coronado?
Yeah, Wolf.
Yeah,
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 Wolf. Yeah.
yeah.
Honestly, like Wolf's the biggest one for me.
But
Because
Wolf's
the
not
range of
gonna play
outcomes
every
is
game.
like at that position, he could not be an NHLer when all said and done. He could be a star.
I
We get
think-
to learn more this year.
Yeah, I'd be happy to watch him go in there and have a hell of a year.
And
My
lose 3-2
thoughts
every day.
are that this won't be the season it happens. I think this would be a harsh learning year under a harsh environment.
It's a harsh environment. for sure.
Yeah, this
Not
will be-
really
Yeah, this will be the season. Be happy he's getting games.
yes.
You know what it's going to be? It's going to be like, oh, and there's Wolf with a 885 and a 4.2, and he's got 12 goals saved above expected. Like that's how
exactly.
grim it is in his
Yeah.
own zone.
Yeah.
It's not going to be a 1.6 goals against
No,
average.
yeah, the traditional goalie numbers will not be sparkling.
No.
But it's like, look, Frank said it a couple of weeks ago, which raised some eyebrows. He
Frank
thinks,
Sissons?
Frank Sissons
He's a real
live in the
honky-
house beside my house.
Real honky tonker.
do you think the two Frank S's would get along? Sissons and Seravalli?
Yeah, yeah.
Do you think they'd be
Yeah.
homies?
Oh,
Huh?
Yeah.
They'd be hombres. But he was saying, look, I know other people are reading it differently, but this is Dan Vladar's crease to lose, and that raised a lot of eyebrows. And I don't necessarily think that that's a
So
spot-on
confrontational.
take from the Flames organization, but that's sort of how he handicapped it. We will get to see this guy. Is he making saves he has no business making? Wow. Or it's like, man, he should have stopped that one. Because here's the thing, they're going to lose a lot. But if he makes 3 or 4 saves, like that should be in. It feels like the win, doesn't it?
Do you have more faith that Vladar's going to
No.
play better than Brown?
Well,
Wolf?
no, I don't.
He's in your kitchen.
What has Vladar shown you in 3 years here? Massive inconsistency.
He's big.
Yeah, he is big.
Big.
Yeah. Like honestly, like I bet you he's a good basketball player. You train really hard.
Surge.
It's
Dual
Surge.
sport
Look at this guy.
athlete.
He
Yeah.
got eliminated last night.
Oh, damn it.
They lost to
Son of a-
1 pointer. They lost to Vancouver.
Stinking
Vancouver, the Vancouver.
Clam bakes.
That's right. The Vancouver Clam Bakes by 1.
I wonder, not to get too sportsy, but I wonder we can sit here and say, don't worry about the results or the goals against, just be happy he's getting games. Where will that buffer be for Conroy, LaBarbera?
Huska,
Huska.
Stiglett, yeah.
Be like, we don't want to let this kid get his head bashed in night after night after night, but we want him to play. I don't think you're going to ruin him, but you don't want it to be a friggin' year where he's counting down the days until it's over.
I would think it'd be similar to what you've seen in some other markets where, like, let's say Buffalo, for example. So they have UPL, Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen, and they have Devin Levi, who was a guy that was very highly touted, around the same size.
Was going to be the guy.
Well, and still might be, but he's a year removed from college.
Yep.
Like, you got to give these guys some time, especially a goaltender. But if you're not going to play well, then put the other guy in. And if he's not going to play well, put the other guy in. And if one of them is so mightily struggling that he's lost his confidence, well, then go put him in the minors and bring Cooley up. Like, I really don't think there's this spot where it's like, oh no, Wolf has to face it again.
No.
Because there's 2 other guys they could throw in there to take bullets if they need to.
There'll be game to game decisions, I think.
If you have a platoon with him and Vladar, a best case scenario is they both show you flashes of being good goalies. You see real development from Wolf, and you might even be able to parlay Vladar into something at the deadline, and then Cooley comes up and he shows you can be something. But that's the blue sky, everything's great one.
Yeah.
They're not gonna you're not gonna be able to measure the goalies by wins this year. It's just not gonna work. Sorry.
Unless Ball steps it up.
Yeah, it's all Ball.
He's big too.
He's quite large.
He's tall, Dean.
I'm hoping hockey is his sport.
He's a ball star.
He's a baller.
Maybe could be a potential ball star out there. Nice.
Ooh, new Jets there.
Brand-
Sharpened.
Brand new shins.
New shinnies. Attaboy.
Nice.
Man, he's seen some winning.
Get those in front of some pucks.
Yeah, block some
Don't be
shots.
shy.
There's no sense having them.
Yeah.
Those aren't for decoration, kid.
I did a double lap for the
Look at
door
the old
prizes.
graphs. They don't make those anymore.
Wow.
That's going back in the day.
That's what I have.
Does the graph fit the wider foot? Is that what that was? Or was
Graph
it
was like a slipper.
Yeah, okay.
Ooh,
Yeah.
very comfy.
Calgary made, I believe.
He
Were.
broke down quick.
Yeah, okay.
And then gone. But everybody loved graphs. They were, graphs super comfortable.
Who would the hockey playing equivalent be? They're very comfy, very good, and then broke down very quickly. Brent Cron? Sorry. How many knee surgeries? Was it 8? It's not his fault.
When I think of graph, the one thing I've told you this story. It was when they're first getting the footbed
Yeah.
science and all that technology figured out, and the graph rep came to the Flames outside the locker room practice one day, and guys love to come out. Hey, what do you got? What's new? I might wear it for you. Depending on
See what you got. Impress me.
What do you got there? So Regier comes out. Regier's not super flashy. He's from Saskatchewan. So he puts on these graph skates. Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, I like those. Okay, we'll take them off and we'll get you on the footbed, and then we'll put those things in the
Heat 'em
heaters.
up, yeah.
No, I'm good.
I'm not wasting my time.
They're fine.
They feel good. I don't need your.
Oh, but Robin, it's the technology.
It'll be
I've got the little furnace here, and what it does is
It'll mold right to the
Goodbye.
Oh,
Thank you for the skates.
so close.
Yeah.
Off the rack, I guess.
Yeah. Goodbye.
There's some guys like that, eh? They buy the suit right off the rack. I'm not that guy anymore. God damn it.
But they don't build them that way anymore. There's no more Robin Regeers walking around.
Not many. Hospitals, that's why you love
knocking
hospitals so
people
much.
over with their ears, wearing skates right out of the box.
Oh my God. That.
We haven't had him
Out of
on.
the
He was on the
blue?
Christmas show.
He
wasn't
was on the
he?
Christmas
Yes,
show. I thought
Rosie
about-
was asking him to get
we
his
got-
wife on. It was very uncomfortable.
we got him, and then we got Noodles for like 90 seconds during a commercial break of his own radio show.
Yeah,
that was terrific.
And we got Ozzy Brad. Remember that?
Ozzy Brad got in.
It
Yeah,
was
that was
like
a good one.
7 a.m. and just cracked a beer. God bless him.
And Rose Hill,
Oh,
right
start
to
of
the
the show.
gills and inappropriate.
Yeah, and he still was like, man, you guys really primed me up. That wasn't fair. I didn't see it coming. I'm like, we told you it was a drinking show. Like, it's not good
Yeah,
high school.
yeah.
I'm not going to write down how many you've had and put you on a
Yeah.
ratio. You're
Took a
you're
lot of
grown man.
urging on our part.
Yeah.
I didn't
Yeah.
feel like cattle prodded.
We didn't necessarily force you to pregame before the drinking show started.
You guys gave me these ones earlier.
I had a couple before the
Yeah.
show started.
We
Well,
did not have a rifle to your head asking you to drink.
Yeah,
You
those
were
are going to
grown
count.
adults.
on the scorecard. I don't know how you're keeping score, but those are going to count. It's a podcast superstar.
Jeff Humphrey said,
I know.
Calgary podcast.
I am super jealous of his gear.
He does have a great setup.
Oh, he's got.
They got a
great gear.
restaurant on 17th Avenue that's closed Mondays. He goes in.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, yeah.
Hey,
Because most of these fancy restaurants, they're not open
it's
Mondays.
my dream to be on a podcast that's good.
What about his hair? You want his hair?
Keep working, Dean.
Sick flow.
It's an interesting flow.
He plays
Yeah.
old man hockey still. Yeah, he's in good shape. What position, Jeffrey? Are you
Lefty?
D-man? You left wing? Left wing?
Speed
Yeah,
to burn.
there it is.
Speed to burn.
He's Dino was saying he's jealous of your gear.
Your gear is.
He wants to be on a real
unbelievable.
podcast one day. He's jealous of your gear.
Cameras and lighting and. Jay.
No,
No,
your equipment,
no,
not your hair.
Equipment for your podcast.
Yeah, I'm jealous of your hair. He's jealous of your.
Yeah, we were talking about
podcast.
your hair. In
I
fairness.
was. Yeah.
We were trying to like a John Oates kind of a thing. I'm not sure, but the gear that you've got for the podcast is off the charts. Nice, man.
C200s. Yeah, I don't know what that is, but yeah.
I was just saying, I hope to be on a podcast that's good someday.
One day. Who's coming on yours?
Oh, see?
No
Peter
way.
Marr
How
is
about that?
everywhere.
He's going
Peter
Peter
Marr.
Marr.
He can't get him.
Peter Marr. Damn it.
We could maybe get Jeff Mark.
Can't even talk to his kid. He said, kind of give us barely a nod.
Heisman from the Marr family.
Yeah,
What
great
did
to
we-
see
what
you
did we
guys.
ever do? Jeez.
Yeah, awesome. Good to see you.
He's inviting you on the show? Is that what's happening?
No, I just
Yeah,
wanted
I'd
to
love
say,
have him.
yeah, I don't want to bore people watching live, but very nice, very good work. I'm a fan. Good job. You don't need to have me on. There's nothing
Please
to talk
do.
about.
Yeah, that's
I see
No,
he
we
was- you had him. He's the Calgary guy. He's the guy to have. You had him on already. He did great.
It was the best history of the show for hair. The two of us.
I bet.
We could have
Yeah.
filled a
For
a
hits,
trailer
downloads,
bed. Yeah.
hair.
No, just hair. Not
Yeah,
the downloads
just
did
hair.
horribly, but the hair
Yeah.
was there's never been so much volume.
How
We had
about,
good
the new,
numbers? Okay, good.
how about the new pro skate?
How about the new location?
Hey,
Look around.
better than Martaloop, eh?
Oh,
Totally better than Martaloop.
Totally.
14th Street was the original. I
Totally better.
vaguely
hard because
remember.
we're live.
It's by the
I know.
Charles
We're
Street.
live. We're kind of just kibitzing.
Anyway,
Someone off.
Yeah.
Says here.
we got to get back to the show.
Good to see you.
See you, Jumper.
Official sharpener. Yeah. For the '88 Olympics.
It was.
You got to know what you're doing.
Shut.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Brand new location. This would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think you could fit 9 of the old pro skates
Yes.
in this one.
I think so.
3
I'm
wide,
thinking if you went to here and over would be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
probably 3 wide. But again, I'm not
Back room.
I'm not
We
sure. We
might
might
go
go
way
4.
back.
We might be getting 12 of those.
See,
12 of
and
those
you see how
back
deep it
ways.
goes in the figure skating area?
Yeah.
That's
so there's
warehouse on the other side. It is huge.
So there you can see we're getting a live look.
Look at this live.
A live look. Now, as you go to your left, you'll see down in.
Look at all the goalie masks.
Look at this. Yeah, yeah.
Crystal clear it is down there. That's where the Wi-Fi lives.
That's where the Wi-Fi is. And then back here, as they said, true to their word, hockey, ringette, referee gear, lifestyle apparel,
figure skating, baby.
figure skating. How about that? Is there anything they don't do?
Well, we found out stem cells that we're not sure they do
Not
stem
yet.
cells yet, but everything else it seems.
Yeah, not yet.
Where are we at with stem cells, right? Are people doing that? Is it illegal? Is this above board? Some
'Cause you got
countries, yes.
them
It's
Some
called
really
your
good.
arts,
It's
right?
good for you, but I'm not a doctor, so I'm not allowed
Yeah.
to say that.
Oh,
Okay.
Either is Brecca.
I think you got to go somewhere else to get it done.
You've been
That's
trying to go to Panama for a while. Panama.
apparently a really good clinic in Mexico as well.
No, they. Was it platelets? Like what are stem?
Oh yeah, you can do the platelets too. There's PRP.
Right.
I've done the PRP.
Yeah.
Have you?
Spin your blood. They take that stuff out.
Into your penis?
No, not yet.
Yeah, you just go to the mod clinic for that. You don't have to.
You do
Yeah.
go mod. Don't mess with the mod.
BeAroused.ca.
That's where the
Bocox.
Scrotox.
What it's called.
Okay.
Bocox.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, kids. Some young kids here.
It's not, hey, kids, it's part of life.
Medicine.
You're gonna get
Just wait till you're old like us. Your hair turns gray, other hairs turn
You're gonna
gray,
need
and then
a
all
lot
of
of
a
stem
sudden
cells. You'll have access.
you need
to
some platelets.
Yeah.
Now, didn't they? Because you did do stem cells, right?
Yeah.
Where?
I don't know about Vancouver.
Where in your body?
That's such like
And
where? Vancouver.
He's panicking.
Where'd you get drafted to? Tri-Cities. Going to Tri-Cities. He's gonna make
Going to Kennewick.
an impression.
Canadian
You tell
to
that
make it as an
Stu
American.
Burns he's a bum, and if he was any good, we would have won 2 cups.
He's a former Jet. You have to buy your own gear. Hey,
I've seen you in here twice this week. I think you're spending a lot of time.
Putting kids through college. All right.
Yeah.
Still got to make the team. All right.
You're coming
Have a
back.
good camp.
Looks like a young Luke Shin. That
Sure does.
that young
Seth
man.
Garofalo.
How about you know what?
Jimmy?
Buffs hope.
This bring you back around about the game of hockey. Sometimes it can be a little. There's a high pressure and things that parents get involved, and there's other things. Just man, I don't know about the game. And then you see all the kids here. Kids are in it for the right
Look at
reason.
you, eh?
I'm a positive guy.
I've always said
Give
it.
him 3 months off.
My
Look at
glass.
the positivity.
If we do a show on Tuesday, it'll be sour by then. But
Oh,
boy, if
we're
you
not
can-
doing one Tuesday, by the way.
Is that right?
I
hope not.
God.
I'd be happy not to do one. Can we put some in there?
But because I'm not doing one the week after for sure.
Yeah, you're out of town that week.
Yeah,
We got to get some more recorded shit.
yeah.
I don't know where I'm living.
Yeah, but that's not stressing you out.
We
Let
could
that
do a
stress
show
other people.
about that.
Oof.
It's a short show, Rhett. So, Rhett,
Do you know where you live?
what's going into the thought process, and what is the decision making? I don't know.
Do I get to be right here?
Thanks for joining us.
I haven't really thought about it. Lots of other people are, though. See you, buddies.
A lot of advice. It's a lot of advice from
A
people.
lot of people have a lot of opinions, right? A lot of opinions.
Okay, your
It's not-
phone is beeping.
It's fine.
Did that
It's
Leafs
all good.
Nation guy get back to you?
Well, Jeff just sent me a text there. He's haha gear
Haha, gear.
gear guys know that. My wife's telling me that how many people I'm gonna have to cook supper for, because that's become a thing. We got kids at home and they
You got
Yeah,
family?
yeah,
girlfriends
yeah.
and stuff. So it's sometimes it's 8, sometimes it's 1, and I just tell me how many things am
I don't know
putting
how
on
many
the grill?
buttons to make. You got to tell. Let me know
Right.
how many buttons.
I got an idea for a new show on the network. It's called Hey Dean, what's cooking?
What's cooking?
What's on the grill tonight?
Well, if we
What's
did
cooking?
another podcast, Jack's head would blow off of his shoulders
No, not we.
because he's got
it's
barn
you,
burner, afterburner, and
Department of Discipline,
Department of Discipline.
not to mention many others on the network.
So
And Montana. He's got to get to Montana.
and then
He
not
finally
go.
did get to Montana.
Did he go?
Yeah, I think he did. Yeah. Jack, can you flash the screen or do something to indicate you went to Montana?
I just don't. Well, can't you hear him?
Oh, you could definitely get my ear.
Yeah.
I'd rather.
I just want what's best for Jack. That's all.
Mm.
I just want what's best for
I also
Jack.
had to ride with a
He just punching
Steelers
people out of the
fan this
comments.
morning
Oh,
and hear about
Jack's out of control. He's already
already
showing
wound
me
up.
highlights. of-
exhibition stuff is
yeah.
beginning.
Remember how good Kenny Pickett was last year
Oh,
this time?
unbelievable.
Like top completion percentage in the whole NFL.
the whole
Like,
NFL.
Jack, the good quarterbacks aren't even playing. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
And I showed him the projected win totals for each team. He's like, this is garbage. They are so wrong about the Steelers.
Well, I saw in the chat
It's
some guy had
beautiful.
a Steelers logo as his avatar. He's like, love that avatar. Nice.
Yeah.
Jack,
Nation.
could you focus on the show?
He's too busy. He's doing mock drafts right now. He's watching live streams of Steelers training camp.
Yeah.
Loves it.
I see that the Bears are on Hard Knocks.
Have you tuned in yet?
I can't. It's not available for us Canadians yet.
What? It's not at the zone?
Not yet.
Really?
It takes a little while. We get
I
we
was
get
had
the-
that teed up for this weekend.
we get the dirty
Dang.
end of the stick.
Oh yeah.
Can I
I
say
know
that?
on-
Any of those streaming services,
No.
you don't get the same.
I thought DAZN had it already.
I was on the other day. They have the promo. They have the promo that it's going to be on for free or something, and then clips have been showing up on
Tuesday was the debut in the States.
yeah,
And I think they
Eberflus or whatever his
yeah.
name is.
Caleb Williams, your boy. 'Cause
Yeah.
You're a big Bears guys, like
Love
way
it,
back
yeah.
last spring.
That's what I'm doing in
yeah.
a couple weeks. I got to go to Chicago and really get
Get in there.
in it.
Totally. Well, I mean, you're hardcore. Apparently, Caleb, they have a rookie thing where you got to sing. Mailed it in. Awful. Got booed.
Well, and what they do, and because you saw there, I think they did on the Detroit Lions Hard Knocks.
Yeah.
You go up, hey, I'm Bill Terwilliger.
Talent show, right?
I was drafted, whatever. My signing bonus was blank.
Yeah.
Caleb Williams, USC, signing bonus $25.5 million.
Oh,
The room just comes unglued. Like, what?
who was the third stringer last year? That Tyson or Bajent or something like
yeah,
that.
Page, it was.
And he just was like in his chair, like convulsing. It's like you got sent into seizure, 25 million. He's like, I'm in the NFL. I'm like,
Yeah.
if I get $500,000 this year, I'm thrilled.
Are we excited for the NFL?
Oh God, yeah.
Can't wait to get some Bills games.
Yeah, they're
That'd
going
be
to look
awesome.
very different. Like, who's their number one receiver right now?
Provided you're living in
They're
Buffalo.
gonna get that guy out of San Fran.
Okay, that's where the Bills are at, by the way.
Joe Montana.
Ayuk is not going to Buffalo, but if I ask Bills fans the last 5 years who the best receiver was, it was not a problem to name one, maybe two. Now it's like,
It's odd that they just.
Sounded a little frosty there, eh? Because old Joshy boy was asked this week about Diggs not being there. I wouldn't say that I miss him, but
I
he's a
think
good
Diggs,
player.
I think Diggs had wore out his welcome.
Yeah.
last night Houston played, if I'm correct, is preseason, and he was already giving CJ Stroud this speech about I'm open on the sideline, and that went a little viral. Like, oh, it's first preseason game. He's already yelling at the quarterback. Okay,
So
interesting.
good.
Diggs is into Diggs.
Yeah,
and
Diggs likes Diggs.
and to be fair, there's lots to like about Diggs if you're Diggs, I bet.
He digs Diggs.
He
Yeah.
digs at good
Yeah,
Diggs.
He certainly does.
Yeah.
Yeah. So are you?
My team's going to be horseshit again. Ugh.
Are they?
Yeah. I mean, they got a coach, but
I mean, he's not going anywhere because he can't go to.
he's not going to college,
College
anymore.
anymore.
They gave him $1 million years and $1 billion, so he's going to stay there. Herbert's got a foot issue already.
Oh no! That's
and
gout?
if you can name one of their wide receivers, I'd be impressed. Not the first round bust last year that can't even crack the top three in their training camp scrimmages.
Is that
No,
bad?
I say it every year, and I guess it's just the world of sport and how difficult it is. In the NFL,
Mhm.
how does any draft? How do you miss on any draft pick?
All your first rounders should be
With
stars.
all the resources and money and detail that
and they're
they have.
older and they're playing in college. Like, it's very measurable. It's not like you're like, he played in Russia. We got some bad
Yes.
film on him.
Yes.
No, he's right under your nose.
I don't understand.
And
How
some
do
of
you
them
miss
get
on Quentin
a
Johnson?
year to prove themselves, and then
Yeah.
You're
out.
done. You're
Didn't we
garbage.
just spend a first rounder on him?
Yes,
Yep.
we did.
Yeah,
And
we
we're gonna just-
traded a bunch of people to get this first round pick, drafted.
Well, Justin
Garbage.
Fields, right? Like the
Yes.
Bears moved heaven and earth to move up in that draft, pick him, and then it was just like 4 years later, I was just,
Russell Wilson.
oh, was that bad too? The money.
Yeah.
They have a $60 million dead cap hit this year. Chargers aren't going to be good, but at least the Broncos suck, man. That helps.
Yeah,
Raiders suck, too.
That's tough. That's
Yeah.
a tough.
Are
pill
you
to
watching the receiver show? That's a banger.
Yeah, I've seen most of it. I think I got two left.
Yeah,
maybe
I'm only two or three in, but Devontae's interesting cat.
He is.
Kittle is a total meat stick. I love him.
Yeah.
And then
Is that just the thing? If you're a
Amon
tight
Ra is
end,
a
you've
little
got to
fierce.
be
Mm,
a bit of a wing.
I think he and Gronk are similar that way, but I don't know that that's the norm. Aaron
Well,
Hernandez is not
Kelsey.
that. He's a little more.
Kelsey's out there.
Rest in peace. Yeah, Kelsey's for sure. Same. Yeah, maybe it is a goofy, kooky position.
Yeah, I think it is.
Big dummies.
Yeah.
Lummox, as you'd say.
Big Lumox.
And then who are the other guys? Amon Ra is all business. And,
Yeah, Amon Ra's kind of a dud in there.
well, old man was Mr. Universe. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Crazy.
He's intense.
Oh, yeah, the old man.
Yeah, he's a lot.
Now I need you to score 3 touchdowns tomorrow, son. Everyone at the table's like, oh, geez, like 3. That's
just three.
a lot. That's like if you
Now
did
you
that-
and your brother Equanimous
Equanimous.
go out and play catch. Okay, Dad. Jay.
If you're in before sundown, you have to sleep at a different house.
So back to your situation. It's August 10th. And you were
Mm.
saying, and we had a discussion, I don't need to say, but as you had alluded to, there's some maybe outside forces or outside pressure, or at least people on the outside of your immediate orbit
Mhm.
who have genuine interest in what your plans are, or at least your kids' plans are for the winter.
I think
Right.
that's the thing. Like, sadly, it has nothing to do with
Yeah,
me at
they're
all.
fond of
What are your
you,
children
but-
doing, and where will they be?
Yeah.
Uh,
Well,
laced-
I think I might be in Calgary. Oh, okay. What about your boy? Where's he going to be living?
and you know what? He's getting to the age where I'd be happy to send him somewhere.
Yeah, he's old enough,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, sure.
it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the laundry and food thing is like it's one of those ones you got to throw them in the deep end. They'll figure it out.
I got beat up the other day.
You did.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Now where are we on the spectrum of first time to
I
regular?
think I
occurrence?
could have. I had to start fighting dirty to win.
Really?
It's getting to
Wow.
that stage where
Ooh.
if we're gonna have a little go, I'm gonna have to.
That's not good. Does he know? Does he exploit the weaknesses? Does he know where
Right
to
at the
go?
shoulder.
He doesn't even need to. It's just that they're
He's overpowering you.
yeah.
Dear, and he knows now too, right?
Just take a thumb
That's
and
the
start
test,
digging
right?
it right
Now
into
he's-
the shoulder.
Now he knows.
Yeah,
You've lost it.
I'm gonna have to. Yeah, get
It's
to
not
the
your
top
house
of
anymore.
things.
Look at that young guy.
That guy looking
Beautiful.
sharp.
Fan?
That a power forward in the making there? What do we got?
He won't remember those years. The young man here with the Flames gear
Hey.
on.
Yeah.
Oh, see, it's families.
When he starts to remember,
Hey,
they'll
that
be
new
good.
rink, he'll be good by then. Yeah, maybe
Just-
not.
Don't go to Marteloup.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah, that kid will never see Marteloup finished. It will not during his life. How old is he?
He is
3, 4?
positive. See, Yasmin, this is the first time you get to be in the same room as Dean.
Yeah.
I bet you just feel more happy about the world.
She's
Just
gonna
being
go
in the
home and
proximity
she's
of
gonna
this
just
ray of sunshine.
Hey,
to
she
him.
laughed out loud. Don't step in my laughs.
Sorry.
Let him breathe. Got to let him breathe.
I got earplugs in. I can hear.
Jeff Marr.
He just lingers around.
Is this a Kissio knockoff coming in?
It is.
I wondered
Yeah.
that too. I wondered-
Doppelgangers all over.
Yeah, it's a doppelganger day for sure.
That's a fun game to play. Ever sit on a patio and just doppelganger
Fame
people
game.
walking by on the
Yeah.
street? Awesome.
Yeah, that's what Boom does. Is he goes to the patio and
I just go and
He does it at Costco when he's eating dogs.
just eerily
Yes.
creep out people.
Just hammering
Now,
two bangers.
did it
playing
come out where the
Fame game.
Costco dogs? Like, was it I didn't know this. Was this a secret? I thought I saw a headline the other day that the Costco dog brand had been revealed. Was this a secret
Oh.
or was this always known?
I just assumed it was their Kirkland. brand.
Kirkland. I
You
don't.
think Kirkland's got a slaughterhouse and a meat
Because
packing
that's
plant?
like that's their
They
thing.
do it all.
Everything that you buy in there, you can buy in the store.
Yeah.
So when you go and you have some of their delicious poutine or hot dogs, so I need some of these for. Well, you're in luck if you just go down the aisle.
Aisle
you know,
number
gas
nine.
it.
You know,
It has been.
it's right down the road here.
I-
Maybe on the way home, you and I
Here's the thing.
were sharing a ride.
I'm doing everything in my power because I go in there and especially it's hot out now.
Oh yeah.
Get a hot dog and a ice cream.
Nice
Their
cool in
ice
there.
cream. I'm telling you what, their ice cream.
Second to none.
I'll put it up against any.
Really?
Well, you're not a soft ice cream guy,
No.
but I defy you to have a caramel or strawberry sundae and tell me you don't like it.
I do like it. My wife doesn't like me for the next 8 hours if you
Oh, yeah.
You get farted.
Bad
Oh
excuse.
God, it's just
Yeah,
gross.
it's immediately. They may as well have like a starter's gun.
yeah.
As soon as I'm
Oh,
done,
Yeah,
it's a race to the shitter.
it's
Where's the if I got to go straight home or I need to plan out what are we doing?
If I was gonna get one of those tall McDonald's ones, it would just see like divorce papers just get pushed right.
You
Here
start.
you
If
go.
you're driving the vehicle, you're kind of like you get the lean. Oh,
So we'll just have a hot dog if we stop then.
yeah, maybe.
Too bad.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe. Although I was thinking, to be honest,
Oh, look at this.
that's us getting our picture taken.
Red Green Show.
Yeah.
That's us getting our picture taken. Thank you,
Thank you.
sir.
Oh, look at
Love
that.
it.
He's trying to convince Red to stay.
Love it.
Trying to convince Red to stay here.
I was gonna go by the Italian market and grab a sandwich.
Oh, yes. That's not
Yeah,
far from here.
I went there the other day, had the porchetta sandwich.
Oh.
Oh, baby.
No free plugs, but jeez, Louise, it's so good.
Yeah, we really got to turn those free plugs at the Italian place and the Mercados
the
into
free sandwiches?
sponsorships. So let's go.
Yeah, it's just
I am all for shameless free plugs when we're getting the food for free.
it gets audited. We're not this on the P&L here. We're seeing
Wow, geez.
in Mortadella? That is
What?
how they're paying for their. Not sure that works.
How do we pay tax to the government
Not
on
sure that works.
18 kilograms of mortadella?
Damn it! I was gonna talk about something. Where were we just talking about? The ice cream.
Ice
Yeah.
cream,
Costco.
driving,
Hot
your guts,
Driving
his
hot.
guts.
I don't remember.
driving around Marta Lupsaka.
Damn it,
You're
there's
gonna
gonna be
stop
something we were
somewhere.
gonna talk about.
Claims going to be good by the time that kid's
Yeah, by the time that kid is
in his
driving.
retirement home.
driving
Have
a
you
car.
looked at the plans for the rink?
I think we have more detailed designs coming out in the next week here. I heard Monday we're expecting more.
Oh,
But look, it's going to be a world-class facility. They're
nice.
spending almost $1 billion on it, and it's going to be the newest rink in the league. It'll be nice for Edmonton to have the second best rink in the province.
toilets.
Is it considered the nicest rink in the league right now?
No, I mean the province.
Oh,
Seattle would be top of the list because it's brand new and they spent
Seattle.
a shit ton of money on it.
That's the one thing Utah's not going to have.
Soon enough.
They're already kind of, hey, there's, these seats you can't see. It's
Olympic Games are going in, 2034, 2030, one of the two?
They'll have her done by then.
Oh, we'll have way done it. That Ryan Smith gets stuff done.
I saw something else was happening. Oh, was it like the next UFC event or something is going to Salt Lake City? Like that guy.
Oh, they wanted that guy in the league more than they wanted that market in the league. Then it's going to be an absolute.
And he's younger than
shit.
all of them.
Yeah, billions. What the hell did we do wrong?
You
had a head start. You had millions in your young 20s, you idiots.
that one.
You were ahead of him at one
I
point.
got the CTE. It's all.
Oh,
over now.
God.
It's no good.
He doesn't have CTE. He's making great decisions.
No,
He knows where he's living in the fall. This guy. He's
making all the right moves.
He's organized. He knows what's up. That's what you got to do. You got a home base and grow your empire there.
Maybe we should get him on and question why he stole the Iginla kid from us.
Yeah, that is the one.
I want to say
one that-
nice things about you, but you're a bit
Yeah.
ignorant.
Yeah.
And I feel like all it did is just firmly entrench that T is just going to be a really good player.
Yeah, it does feel that way.
This
Yeah.
just kind of now.
It's funny how that story
confirmation.
changed as the season went. It's like, well, maybe his first round. Geez, he could be middle the first round. Boy, the Flames better not reach because if just for the name bar, you got to you wouldn't want it just to be well, his dad, and it's oh no, he just went in the top 6.
Yeah.
He wasn't there when you picked. Good year.
Would it be a reach at 9? Not really.
Is
No,
it
'cause he's
nepotism?
gone.
No, he wasn't available. There's no nepotism left.
Yeah.
He was selected at 6. Huh.
Is there anything else that's gone on in the league, or is it
It's crickets. This
Good.
is sleepy time for the GMs.
good? All of them are up in Edmonton enjoying the summer.
Oh, that's right. It's not sleepy time. They had sleepy time until the Holinka started.
So it's always Edmonton now, right?
I don't know how long
Why?
they signed that deal, but
Yeah.
it used to be the Holinka, and then they added Gretzky's name to it. Then they put it in Edmonton. And if you're a hockey fan in Edmonton, how much money do you have left in your hockey fund after the $1,000 tickets all the way to the Stanley Cup final? Like, it is crickets. You see reverse camera angles. They're putting
they've cut off
everyone on the
half-
camera
yes,
side,
yes.
and the other side's completely empty. And the camera side looks
Yeah,
mostly
it's
empty.
COVID rules. So you just
It does look like COVID.
Yeah.
Gross.
Don't you feel like it might be supported more in a secondary market like Saskatoon?
Her Red Deer?
No,
Yeah,
I don't
RJ's
know, I'm
RJ's just
asking.
like Red
It's
Deer.
big news.
Yes,
I mean,
Red
because
Deer. He lives like-
everybody's dialed in on the Holinka. What about what we haven't talked about?
I'm sure it's gonna be awesome.
The Olympics.
Never heard of it.
I haven't watched any of it.
Come on! The men's 4x100 relay yesterday was unbelievable. You got 4 guys racing the 100 meters.
Is that
None
what
of
that
them
means?
qualified for the final of their own event.
They're running.
None of them qualified to the final. They individually, they all had miserable.
Love swim.
They're
We've
in
got
the-
great swimmers in this country.
Great swimmers.
Summer McIntosh.
Yeah.
What a star. What a star.
Mac, it is summer.
Correct.
McIntosh.
It's the summer of summer. Indeed.
Great apples.
Great apples.
Yeah.
Time of year.
Fall.
Prefer the gala or the.
Do you like Cal?
Honey
Honey
crisp.
crisp.
Honey crisp.
My-
We can't go without
I'll
honey
tell you what
crisp.
though, Honey Crisp, that's like $3
Very
an
expensive.
apple. I can't.
Very expensive.
You want expensive?
Go to
Try-
Hawaii and buy one.
Oh no,
Oof.
too expensive.
Won't do it.
This is kicking ahead.
Can't do it. Won't do it.
Oh, what loves the pink lady?
Really?
You know the pink ladies? You like the pink ladies? Crisp.
Each
Just
to,
a harder apple.
each to their own, I
I
guess.
guess.
My ears perked up when you talked about your wife and pink ladies. I was,
Really?
that's an apple. No,
That's-
didn't, and it's not necessarily. It's not a. Oh, Olympics aren't cool. I just haven't watched any.
Have you been busy?
I've been out of town.
So
It's in
just-
Montana.
hang on. So usually you're in the couch position and you're there the middle of the day and you haven't watched any Olympics, are you just ripping reruns of like Law and Order or
I have
General Hospital?
I have been to Manitoba. I have been to Saskatchewan, Regina. I've been to Montana.
Where'd
I've
you go
been
in
to
Montana?
Oregon. I've been to Strathmore.
Yeah. How was the party,
I've
by
been
the
to
way?
Calgary. That
Dialed in.
How was the party?
Retro was there.
Was he?
Yeah.
I was a little weary when you asked the day before if he was going. He's like, yeah, not sure. And like, it's
I was a little
tomorrow.
hungover on Thursday.
Yeah.
Tired.
No, we I mean,
bigger and better as always.
they're gonna need a bigger tent.
They will need a bigger yard, bigger tent.
They need a-
yeah.
They already needed a bigger brewery. They got the new space.
They've
in
got the
Northeast
new
Calgary.
brewery, and sounds like it's chugging full steam to keep up with demand. God love our guys at Origin. They are doing such great work. I'm so happy for them, so proud of them.
Likewise.
But they had 3 bands going in that tent.
No way.
The place was jacked, and it's not like it's guys our age, guys a little bit older, younger kids in there
Come on.
loving it. They they were absolutely, it was swinging in there. Yeah, I got to my hotel room about 3 a.m. I was telling Red.
Really?
Yeah, shut her down.
Who was
Wild man.
A lot of barn burner blondes.
Did we have a strong candidate for drunkest man in Canada out there?
Yeah,
I heard
If it was Olympic
few
quality,
people that
he'll make an appearance on a show coming up that isn't a sponsored event quite like this one.
really?
Yeah.
To someone inner circle here.
Well, it's no. It's somebody who was very drunk that was at the party.
Oh.
I have a clip,
Oh,
There's some
I
video.
see. Yes. Okay.
but I don't. It doesn't.
Was it a
Oh,
Sutter
there's-
brother?
No, it was not a Sutter brother. Although
Okay,
there were
good.
Sutters there.
they were
Yeah,
there.
well, that's
Brent
okay.
had to leave because he's got somebody to look at calves at 6 a.m. But yeah, here was
Oh, no.
this was the
Dean is smiling. Look at this. Is Summer Dean. Oh, Mrs. Dean.
I mean, we're kicking up. You know what we're doing? We're kicking the dust. We're in the dust right there. We're in the dirt. We're having some barn burner blondes. Gregory's on stage, just
Were you
crushing it.
two-stepping, Dean?
no, just kind of
Scooting.
moving around.
Look how happy you are. And you wonder why I love going to like have a few beers. Like, look at this.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. I was kind of in it. Quite the shindig at Origin Brew in Strat Vegas last Friday. I don't know if I can show that one. Lots of Sutter sightings, Boomer Retro. Just to why so many Coiler fans? You know
yeah.
what? It's everybody wants to do it right now.
It's
Wait
popular.
a few
It's
weeks.
trendy.
Yeah, just wait a few weeks.
It's cool now. It's a cool thing to do.
But again, bigger things coming for our buddies at Origin. Different, more beers. Just it's awesome.
There's also their new location in Calgary, in the Northeast. That opens up some opportunities for us as well. I want you to think about that.
Is it in Marteloup?
No,
Oh.
which is great because you can actually
No
get
one
there.
would
Yeah.
start anything in Marteloup.
No,
Why would you do that? Again, you leave Marteloup.
GTFO.
Look at this.
Yeah.
Pro skate.
Beautiful.
Had it.
No one's answered these trivia questions. We're sitting on like $100.
We are
quiz.
asking people that are watching.
I know.
Because it's not, they can't even download the podcast.
But someone's
yet.
going to be listening on their
Someone's gonna
car
be
a
watching,
block
they'll be
away.
Like,
Like,
son of a gun.
Thought about texting my brother and saying, "You're
I know the
blind."
answer. Can I?
No,
My kid's going to grow into that goal.
no, that's it's in the barn burner code of ethics.
It's the what? Excuse me.
That's right.
Did we write those
We're
during
very-
the Drinky show or
Yeah.
after it?
Very ethical. We wouldn't dream of doing anything like that.
Mm.
We're heading up towards noon. Not sure. We'll got a few more. Now, we're gonna get Josh on? Where were we good? Did he want to?
Do you want him? I don't know.
Well, what did he? We
I don't
got.
know if he wants to get on or not. I'll go find him if you
He
want.
doesn't want to come on. I know
You
him.
don't have to get him
He's
on.
not going to want to come on, but he should come on. This
He
is
and Cole, the whole gang, and everyone's like you saw the line. This
I
was-
did. Yeah.
Everyone's hands on to getting stuff done.
Yeah.
I've never seen a lineup like that for hockey equipment. That's quite impressive.
Yeah.
Like you
Well,
said,
they
that's Pearl Jam sleeping overnight
Yeah.
outside the venue.
They know a good thing.
Yes.
Skater.
There you are.
Figure skater.
There are female barn burner fans. See?
Yeah.
Up to 4 now in 2 years.
Josh,
Do you want to come on?
come on.
Get over here. Oh,
Oh, he's got
Yeah,
a.
he
Yes,
pulled-
he's busy.
He's very busy.
he's going to pull some celebrity.
Very
into this.
He's running some sort of store.
It's like he's running a huge
business.
business.
What is it? Your grand opening? You're too busy for us? Oh, never mind.
Oh, it's what?
It is your grand opening.
Grand opening today or what? Actually, yes. But it's been a steady. They just keep rolling through.
I think the line has been eaten into. Now, if you show up now, you can just walk right in.
It's good they don't have one of those ding dong bell things.
Rasmus Anderson's got a beat on too. He's been grinding in the goalie section.
Look at
Good
Ras.
work. Little bit lazy, little bit
Little unfit.
Yeah, good stuff.
Do you still want to trade him, or you keep him for a bit?
Oh, there's no rush. Yeah.
No rush, I
All right.
guess.
I mean, how much top four Mirmanov do you want to see?
Because
I need top four Paul too.
it feels like
UFA next. He's got 1 year left.
It's this year and
Oh.
next year.
2 years.
2 years left.
Yeah, you need.
But that that's all the things we're going to be talking about. Now it's going to be one of them.
Asset management.
He'll be playing 25 a night, probably playing really well. Will be one of the bright spots in the hockey team.
Yeah. Oh, someone else got a skate sharpener.
Another skate sharpener.
This is a smart man here. Why? Look at that. He's going to save so
No
much money
regrets.
by spending that money. That's
No regrets.
Genius. Genius.
You're going to love it. That's for you, not the kid. That's what it is.
Yeah, you're
skate
buying
sharpener.
yourself a gift with
Yeah,
that.
you're buying yourself a gift.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
Josh,
busy. So busy.
Got to go get more
Hell of a
gold
career they got.
bars.
Wow. I'll slide right out here if he shows up.
All right. Hate to see you leave, but
Yeah, I
all
know.
right.
Yeah, break your heart. All right, here we go.
Go Blue Jays.
Josh Essler from Pro Skate. How so this is we'll get into this today. It is the 10th of August 2024. When did the what do you think if we move to a different location? Do you ever think, like, how long ago was it serious thought of getting out of the Marta Loop location, let alone where to go or any of that? When did it
Yeah, we talked about it. It was
get that mic as close?
it was actually about a 5-year plan, to
Yeah.
be honest. And then City of Calgary made their changes in Marta Loop and the construction, and you guys know all about it.
It's a
We know
well planned
out.
We've
so
been
push things up by 3 or 4 years.
yeah.
And we're very fortunate to find this location. It's been great.
It's a great location.
Great
because
location.
Everyone, this is true story. Yesterday we're texting, and we knew we were coming and all that. Pinder's been here before, but we hadn't been. It's like, oh, it's what's the address? 1070 42nd Ave. Okay, Pinder. It's in the old Sissons. Oh, everyone knows where that is. Everybody knows where that is.
Especially hockey parents, because of all the
Yeah.
casinos we have to do. And
If
That's
you
right.
and if you've been in Calgary for any amount of time, you will know where the Frank Sissons is. This looks a lot different. We were kind of talking about times we've been in here before, whether it was a bingo hall or a bowling alley or
absolutely
Or wrestling match.
wrestling or
there was wrestling. There
Yeah.
was wrestling that went on in here.
more
That's-
booze and cigarette smoke
yeah.
than there is now. This is that's the other thing. This is a massive undertaking. It's a
was.
huge spot. The like high ceilings. You can fit so much stuff in here. That's the other thing too, is how much stuff how much inventory
Yeah.
you must have here.
Yeah.
Must be a little overwhelming.
Yeah.
So when did you get the place and what did you have to do? Walk us through the steps of getting to this point.
Okay, so we about a year and a half ago, we started looking seriously for a spot. Wanted to stay in the Southwest was the original plan. Literally just couldn't find the right space.
Yeah.
We were looking for 10 to 15,000 square feet because we were bringing both goalie, figure, and hockey all under one roof, which was an undertaking for us, a little bit of a change. And we happened to stumble upon this place, and it worked out fantastic.
Yeah.
Like the size was perfect. So then we started construction. Ooh, don't quote me on this, but it was around January.
Yeah.
We started actually doing the inside construction on it, designing the racking and the layout of the store. And we actually moved. Don't hold me on the exact date. It was middle of April.
I was going to say, because you've been open here for quite a while.
Yeah, a couple
It's-
months, 2 or 3 months. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
while it's still new for a lot of us to hear about this and to see this location, you've kind of you had the soft launch. Wanted to make sure everything was ironed out before you threw
Yeah,
out
it
the
was
red carpet.
strategic when we moved because it's obviously a quiet time of
Yeah.
year in hockey, and we wanted to get our feet wet and figure out the flow and how everything works. And it was actually busy right off the hop, which is great.
Yeah.
It's
Does
great.
it slow down nowadays? Like, has it
You know-
changed over the years? Like,
It doesn't anymore. Like a lot of the higher end players play 12 months a year.
Yeah.
Brett, you know, with your kids, like they go like
Was there a time where Pro Skate would be closed in
There
the
was
in the
actually,
summer?
So Pro Skate's a third generation
Yeah.
company. So my wife's grandparents, Charlie and Mary Raz, started it, and actually they did close.
Yeah.
Or I believe it was March to July.
right?
That would be nice to be able to
Awesome.
lake.
Yes, you're like,
To July.
"Well,
But,
this is a great business. March to
Yeah.
July, we're off. Things are good.
yeah, but third generation, we're stuck here.
Yeah, you're
Once a
bo-
year.
Because we've all got kids, and you think, well, it's August at the rink. We're at the rink, and it's
Tryouts. Oh my god.
yeah, got to getting ready for tryouts and all of that. It's unbelievable. Now, that location in Marda Loop, how long were you there?
So it goes back quite a bit. Originally, professional skate was on 14th Street, right at the bottom of the hill. I
Yeah.
can't remember the exact avenue, but towards 17th Ave. Then Charlie and Mary, Mrs. grandparents, built where the goalie store was, right next door to the old Pro Skate.
Okay.
And then we moved into the one that we just moved out of about 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And then so we're 20 years.
And you were snug, as I
Oh,
said to
we
you.
were
You were
Yeah,
snug
what's the
in there.
difference in size of the
Yeah. So
We eyeballed it. We thought 3 wide, and maybe 4 with 9 to 12 Pro Skates. You could fit in
Marda
here.
Loop Pro Skates?
Marda Loop stores, not goalie,
You're
but
probably pretty close.
right?
Absolutely.
that's
Yeah,
crazy.
Probably pretty close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what size do you need? You're going upstairs, you're going
Yeah,
downstairs, you're going to the
exactly.
basement, you're going somewhere. This is going to be so great for your staff and so great for your customers. You're just able to do so much more for the people that walk through the doors.
Yeah, I
Now that sounds
appreciate
like a
that.
cheesy
Yeah,
kind of
no,
a
I agree.
thing, but when you come in here and you're looking for gear, it's all there. Not you don't have to bring anything out
That's
from
right.
behind
Yeah.
the retaining wall or from the basement or something.
You're bang on right, and it's bittersweet. Like we've had customers talk to us about it. We feel it the same way. There was a magic that we had
Yeah.
in the loop. Like it was, I don't know, but the magic is what you saw the first thing this morning. It's
Yeah.
actually, it's my staff. It's the people that work here, and they love coming to work, and it's their thing.
Yeah. And credit to you. You build that. People don't walk. A lot of staff don't walk through the door and feel like family and feel that. I mean, you guys had a nice moment there before
Yeah.
you opened it. That
Yeah.
this is because everybody would have put a lot of work in here
Yeah,
to get this ready. That's pretty
Yeah.
cool. And you used to have the place in Mid Park or Midnapore there,
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's where you and I met.
and I was not happy when that left.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
Because then I had to go to Marda Loop.
Yeah, we just actually made those choices to
Yeah.
change just to bring all the expertise under one roof.
Yeah.
That was the idea.
And the gear never stops changing.
Oh.
We mentioned earlier on this thing. I had a kid that played goal. My daughter was playing goalie, but now the skates. A buddy of mine was here the other day, picked up new skates. Like, yeah, you snap into them like ski boots now. There's not
goalie
even
skate,
lace.
yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
My girl, she was a goalie a year ago. Like, it's amazing how quick the technology across the board.
changes so fast.
It's wild.
It's every year they seem to push the level up one more, and it's mind blowing.
Yeah.
When you look back, like I got some old ones in my office. I try to keep kind of one from each year, and it's unbelievable.
That's and as a goalie dad for the short time that I was, well, I'm going to go on Kijiji or I'm going to go and find some used pads.
Oh yeah.
And she was using these pads, and then someone who knows what they're doing saw them. Like, it's probably going to be really hard for her to play the position with these pads. They're too small. Like her knee is too far up on this, and that pad should be really thick. It's like there's hardly anything there. It's probably hurting every time she goes down. So I get her a new pair. She's like, I don't what is it? It was a totally different sport for her. It was a different sport.
It was easier for her.
Oh yeah.
Exactly.
She's like, I could butterfly so easily now. I could slide back and forth. It's unreal. So we all like saving money, but there are certain things. Goalie pads would be probably one of those things. Skates, worth investing. I mean, what's the products that you making that plunge and investing in?
So on the player side, skates
Yeah.
and helmets for us are super important. Like everybody likes the fancy stuff. They don't get wrong; they're great. The technology is unbelievable in it. But we tell everybody, you can ask Rhett, how many times you touch a puck?
Yeah.
Like, right? Like, yeah,
As little as possible in my life.
exactly. But you got to get around the ice, and obviously got to protect your hands.
Yeah.
Right? So that's that. And on the goalie side, it's the same. Like it really is the same. You're on your feet all game. Like as you talked about, the pads make a big difference. just getting all of our gloves that you get from us are pre-broken in.
Yeah.
So it's
Unbelievable spot. How much it would have to be like a big order. We got a huge space. Now you got to fill it, because if you don't fill it, it just feels big and
The
empty.
big empty.
Right?
Yeah.
It would feel really empty until you've got a lot of stuff in here.
yeah.
Were you able in the other place to have the supplementary? I
No.
don't know.
Lifestyle clothing,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Those are the new categories. So the
energy
categories,
drinks, and
exactly,
yeah.
Quench, phenomenal drink, and we got some Kalani Drinkware, which is a local company, very similar to the Yeti story.
Yeah.
Lifestyle apparel, Ringette is a new one for
Yeah.
us as well. Referees, and it's all just because we have the space.
Now you have the space to do it.
We always wanted to, but just didn't have any room.
So is this done, or do you have we're open, we're to this point, but maybe what's the next 5-year plan? Is there anything, do you see
Give
where the
them some
business?
time to relax.
No, I
Dean.
just-
Jeez, because grand opening,
I know.
running around, we could hardly get them.
Unlike guys like us, some people have plans. They plan ahead and try and foresee the future and be ready for it. I mean, as far as the business,
We left room. We left room in here to grow. Like we want to get comfortable in here. We want to maximize the space here, and the biggest thing we've always get asked, like, are you going to expand to another location? We want our expertise under one roof.
Yeah.
That's the important part. Like, the gear's one thing, but how you fit it, and if you're comfortable with the people that are helping you out.
Yeah.
And so, no plans to expand at this point. We want to just service everybody. We feel we can service a good portion of the hockey community right under this space.
yeah, it's completely going to change your business. You've got the shooting gallery back there for people to try the sticks. I was saying that your staff in that workshop, or what do you call that?
Yeah.
A lot more space than the old place.
I've left no signage on it for a reason, because Rick.
Because what would you get, about 3 guys maybe in behind the
Yeah.
counter,
Yeah.
and it's full.
Yeah. So again, there's a lot of automation back there now. Latest technology in skate sharpening, and it's Rick's office.
Yeah.
Rick Murphy's office. He's been with us for 30 years, and
Everyone knows Murph.
Everybody knows Murph.
Yeah.
So that's his office, and he loves it.
And then in the far back, figure skates. Is that kind of
So
the?
that's originating, like, that's what
Yeah.
skate started. It's a figure skating company. It's the roots of us. Not the biggest industry in the world, but very valuable to us and very
Yeah.
important to us. It's our roots, and that was, my wife Melissa looks after the figure skating division, and that was her kind of dream and goal back there, is to create a comfortable atmosphere for figure skaters.
It's pretty cool that so much becomes big and corporate and national, international. Pro Skate Calgary, to see this for you and your family and your staff, and for you guys, this is it's like an award that
I
you guys
appreciate it.
richly deserve.
I
This is
appreciate
very, very cool. Very nice. How'd you do the floors?
That was a
Need to get my
that was
garage.
a big conversation with the wife. So we had this idea of, because it's all concrete. This building originally was a Pepsi plant,
Okay.
and then it became obviously Frank Seravalli. So all the concrete's different, and I was like, you know what? Why don't we just epoxy it?
Yeah.
Forget the carpet. I want to make it feel like a little bit of like the old Pro Skate. Like, I don't want this brand new shiny toy. Like, we want it to feel homey, and it actually, I don't know about you guys, but I think it turned out fantastic.
I love it.
There's a
Yeah.
little guy rollerblading around here.
Yeah.
Right now. It's
Yeah.
perfect. Yeah.
Yeah. Very
So,
cool.
Yeah.
You gonna get some sleep?
Now I'll be able to sleep.
Now you'll get some sleep. Attaboy. Congratulations.
Thank you very
Thanks
much.
for having us out. It's awesome to be here.
Thanks for coming.
Awesome to be here.
Appreciate it, guys.
Very cool.
Awesome.
Josh with Pro Skate. Everyone knows Murph. Everybody knows Josh. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, get to work, would you? Oh. Awesome. Good things for good people, Rhett.
Good things for good people.
like it.
And now I can go tap
What
my.
else, though?
Looks like my credit card's going to get tapped. I'm sure.
Yeah, I
because-
see that.
The spending department's arrived.
I was like, who's wearing it? Oh, that's young Warner. Well, you heard what he said, eh? Skates and sticks. It's
Yeah,
all
really
important.
important. I've
It's
already
important.
bought the helmet, so I might as well. Yeah, I got to keep going.
I figured out where Rhett's living. The eldest knows. He's the one. That's the decision maker.
got
He
you.
has it figured out.
Oh yeah. I just asked him where he's playing this year. He'd straight answer.
Really?
Those wishy-washy nonsense his old man's working on.
Well, I'm glad
You want the
somebody's.
real answers? Go get a kit.
Okay.
I'm glad somebody's in control.
Good. Yeah. Well, spoiler alert.
And my kids are coming too. If you want to learn some new cuss words. Oh,
Both of them or just the one?
Well, both of them. The one's going to teach you the words.
Yeah.
Probably.
You can
Just got
find
back from camp, new lingo.
for
Oh,
sure. Yeah.
Good.
Oh.
Good.
The website should have been mentioning this all along.
Yeah.
PSSCalgary.com. They're on social media, Instagram and X. If you just go searching Pro Skate Calgary, you'll find them. But PSSCalgary.com. They've got a newsletter in there. There will be some monthly deals. Things pop up if you subscribe to their newsletter. It is worth doing. But you need to get by here and check things out. 1070 42nd Ave Southeast, the old Frank Sissons Silver Dollar Casino, kind of right in the. It's not in the corner, but it's you won't miss it.
You won't miss it.
It is a big one.
What a day.
Well, you feel good when you get to lead Marta Loop.
You son of a-
Regardless.
Josh was saying it just feels so good, and look at all the smiling faces not having. Look at Radko Gudis is here.
That's
He's-
amazing. Wow.
He's happy to not
He's a
be in
dirty
Marta Loop.
prick. Watch your mouth.
Yeah, he'll come over and he's gonna come and sucker me.
He will.
It's been a great day for the Fame game. It's been unbelievable.
Not meant-
Really?
Now I feel a lot of pressure to find another.
Well, I was thinking, is that Regier from the back?
No.
Yeah,
They're not even close. Not even close.
not close. No. But
Kennedy over there. I don't know.
yeah. Well, that's probably all we can do today.
A lot of heavy
You
lifting
should go
today.
spend some money.
I'm gonna go
Sure.
buy something. I'm sure of it.
Yeah.
Positive.
You got to talk to his eldest, figure out where Rhett's going to live.
Yeah, I'll go talk to your
Already
kid
got
and
the
find
news.
out what we're doing with our company.
Really excited.
And
Oh, huge plot twist.
yeah. And then true to form, maybe grab a sandwich and go back to the basement and lay down.
Watch some Olympics. It's almost over.
It's awfully hot outside.
When
It's
is it
kinda
over?
humid.
Isn't it not
Is it
done?
over?
No.
We just got another medal. I think some dude did.
Oh, we're
Oh, and the
We're deadly.
Did your little kid have a huge mullet?
massive hair. Massive hair.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah.
And that Panthers hat's got to be older than him.
That's
by
my
2 to 3
draft
times.
hat.
Wow.
That's the hat I
That's
got at the draft.
Heavy sweat rings in there.
Yeah. We were gonna wash it during the playoffs, but we didn't want to jinx.
No,
it.
you
Can't do it.
You can't jinx
Glad
it.
he did. It was
Yeah.
that close. That was the difference.
Can't do it. Well,
All right. That's a
you-
wrap.
You say your. I don't have the button to press, but
Oh.
you say your
Well,
thing, and
Edmonton
then I'll.
sucks still.
Big thank you to RJ as well as Jack, Yasmin for all their help today.
How about
we
the
just showed
live
up-
cam?
I know the live cam. Yeah. There. People working hard all summer.
We're
It's not
tech-
us.
Yeah, just not us. That'll do it.
Ah.
See you Tuesday.
See you, buddies.